Ladies and gentlemen, let's do Shaman. While this loads, good morning, Blade Tival, Yura, Creamy, Ismaristar, Kenix Cow, Magister, and Spartan. I do hope today is finding you well. I'm looking forward to finishing up the artifacts. I've been keeping track of all this stuff in my usual boring manner. Can I say something that amuses me? So, for the most part, pretty much exclusively because of the Legion quests, which are the only class quests in WoW, all of a sudden, and for no perceivable reason, most of the WoW classes are suddenly scoring better than FF14 classes on quest design. With one gargantuan exception, because Dark Knight is a freak of nature. And I find that so funny. Dark Knight is so silly. Alright, right, so let's... okay, let's clean this up. I mean, if you were there for the 14 run, you know that I was kind of down on a lot of the class quests over in 14, right? Like, I mean, you got Paladin, which is just, what the hell is this nonsense? And then you've got like Bard, which is just boring, and Black Mage, which is weird, and it's like, ugh. And then all of a sudden there's Dark Knight, which is like, yes, this is so freaking amazing! And it's just, it is such a freak of nature that even when you technically consider the fact that WoW classes are cheating, because each WoW class is like 3 classes, each with their own quests, Dark Knight is still like, nah, I got this. I got you, fam. Alright, anyways. Abandon that.
It's so nice to see you.
Yes, I would like to go to Ross. I mean, the Burning Legion.
Just make sure it isn't corrupted by the Burning Legion or old gods.
Yes.
Okay.
So first of all, I actually gave it multiple negatives for exactly that, J. Palmer. So yes is my obvious answer to that. Second of all, the answer is obvious. Karazhan should have had the Scythe of Elune. The Scythe of Elune has had dealings with the Worgen, the Riders, and Duskwood since Vanilla. And Legion is extremely continuity heavy, so that's the obvious answer, right? That's actually a good question. Hang on, because this is what I usually think of as the golden era for Blizzard. Give me a second. Let me get this pick up first, because it's going to be weird. As I have discovered. There it is. Nope, didn't even show up. Alright, whatever. 104 wins.
Well met. Go with honor.
That quest, so we can unlock our Hearthstone. Drop that. You're probably wondering what these Librams they keep giving us are. So, these would craft a rested area spot wherever you stood. So, like, you're out in the wilds or you're out in a dungeon, you could use these and you would get a buff that would essentially be, hey, you're in rest state now. Why is that important? Back in the day, rest state was required to swap your talents. Nowadays, all that's required is not being in combat. That's why this quest still gives them, and why they're just gray items now. They're just turned in for gold. Interesting. Anyways, hang on 1 second, because that's actually a good question. So let's look up Legion, first of all. Let's get our timeline going. So Legion came out in 2016, mid-2016. This was right about when Covert Ops was coming out. This is right after Legacy of the Void. So StarCraft 2 was really on an upswing at this point in time, and about to stop existing. So this was right before StarCraft 2 died, and was still riding high. And let's look at Diablo 3 here. Because Diablo 3 was a bit further earlier. But... Hang on. Okay, so this is 2 years after Reaper of Souls came out. However, give me a second, I'm trying to find it, because there was a major patch around this time. I remember this. They even did a cross thing. There it is. This is right before the Necromancer DLC came out, which was right before patch 2.6, which was when they did the adjustment to grifts, among other things. So yeah, Diablo 3 got several very, very good patches around this time and had the Reaper of Souls expansion, which really improved the game. StarCraft 2 was technically on the end of its arc, but was still extremely awesome at this point in time. And while Legion came out. Now, I believe it's actually like 2010 to 2016 is the range. But if you ask me what peak Blizzard would be, it's that range right there. Sorry, I had that answer kind of prepped because I've been asked that before. And it really is StarCraft 2, Diablo 3, and WoW Legion, essentially. You know, this era of WoW. Pandaria to Legion would actually be more accurate. Because Pandaria was 2012, I want to say. Yeah, then there was Heroes of the Storm, which was also pretty awesome. How long did it take to fix the D3? You know, truthfully, I don't know. I didn't get back into D3 for a while. I hopped into D3 at launch, got to max level, poked at whatever they called it at the time, difficulty, and then said, yeah, I'm good, and walked away from it. I didn't come back for a while. And yeah, Heroes of the Storm was 2015, which would also sit in this range, and is the best Dota I've ever played, so I stand by that too. So yeah, we've got StarCraft 2, Diablo 3 when it got good, Heroes of the Storm, back when it was still being supported, and WoW, Pandaria, Warlords, and Legion. We'll see if we've got another, for lack of a better way to put it, golden era up ahead. Because yeah, then Overwatch came out, and I don't mean to be negative here, but that was probably the beginning of the end right there. At least from our perspective. From their perspective, the beginning of the end was Titan, which remember was a few years ago, because development pipelines. Anyways.
Shaman, I have an urgent message.
Hello, Thrall's son. He was running away from me, my god. Also, I've always loved how Thrall says Shaman. I should mention, even in-game, they do say Shaman. Thrall just tends to say Shaman. I like that. I like when there's like a little dialect thing. I encourage my own voice actors to do that too.
The Legion will stop at nothing.
Our defeat at the Broken Shore was decisive. The Burning Legion has a foothold on Azeroth, and the best of our armies are retreating in tatters. The Elders of the Earthen Ring have called an emergency council at the heart of the world, the Maelstrom. Eindanux, your triumphs throughout Azeroth and Draenor are the stuff of legends. We need you now more than ever. Join me. Mylra will be flying with Charlene. She'll find her at Crassus's Landing.
Never give in.
I have no idea, Magister. Yeah, Overwatch was a runaway success, and if I might be so bold, that was much of the problem. Let me try this in a different perspective. WoW was not... Nobody really expected WoW to be the big breakout success it was. Except for me, of course. And so, what suddenly was a huge success, everyone was like, oh my crap, okay, quick. We gotta figure this out. And then, you know, WoW was supported for years and years and years to turn it into what it is now. When Overwatch was a runaway success, they're like, sweet, let's milk that sucker!
Over here, Shaman! We've no time to lose!
I'm sorry, I will never stop spitting venom at Overwatch. Not because the game itself is particularly bad, but because everything other than the game itself is garbage that is on fire.
It's a massacre out there. All around the world, our forces fall back. Unless we find a way to turn this around, Azeroth will fall. The greatest shaman in the world are gathering below. What's left of them, that is.
Haven't been here for a while. And yeah, this is an update for those who are not aware. Obviously, because that entire chunk of the cliff over there did not exist back in Kata.
We need weapons capable of overcoming the Legion.
Oh, I could see that, Uthor. What's up?
Come closer and speak.
Also, Rhaegar, Heroes of the Storm parallel. Aronach, still recovering, but at least, functional after Vashir. Thrall and Nabundo. Greetings. I'm pleased you received Thrall's summons. As you can see, there are no factions here. We few are all that remain of the Earthen Ring, and we must struggle together or perish alone. Gee! Maybe we should stop HVAing in the middle of the biggest invasion of the Legion we've ever had. Survivors continue to make their way here from the four corners of Azeroth. See that their wounds are tended to. They must hope if they are to rejoin the fight.
They will come for us.
There are ancient safeguards here. We must use them.
This thing has sat useless for 10,000 years.
It just needs a little boost. Shaman, can you help?
Sure thing, Richard Epcar.
Do you see? It's working. This world will fight for itself if we give it the tools to do so.
If Deathwing was alive at this point in time, he would have been making a mess. To put it very simply.
She's fading fast.
Screech! Screech!
Thank you, Shaman.
The Highlands are completely overrun. The clan is scattered.
So, this is one of the first Order Halls that really gives us an insight into how the rest of the world is doing. Legion does something interesting, and I get why. It almost irritates me, though. Almost. The idea here is that Legion tends to focus very heavily on the Broken Isles and the events of the Broken Isles. And it kind of pushes the rest of the world off camera. But this Order Hall and several other events we'll see and have already seen kind of get across the idea that everywhere is getting hit right now. We see a little bit of that in Monk as well with Pandaria. And that makes sense. Everywhere should be getting hit right now. We should essentially be getting overrun globally. I honestly just wish they leaned into that a bit more. I understand the limitations and difficulty of actually showing the entire world being smashed. So just more acknowledgement of the fight going on off camera would have been nice. Because the whole idea is that if this was an RTS mission, the player would primarily be playing the missions that aren't here, right? It's like, okay, we've got to get time to get those artifacts to stop the Legion invasion. Quick, go defend Westfall, and then you have a Westfall map. All right, go defend the Twilight Highlands, and then you have a Twilight Highlands map, right? And you would be off defending against the oncoming swarm while they're trying to get the frickin'... Well, we are trying to get the MacGuffins.
What kind of shaman can't light a fire?
Shush, you! This wood be wet, and me hands be shaken.
I gotcha.
The Legion destroys us in the open fields. Even Thunderbluff isn't safe from the Infernals.
Yeah, things like that.
They follow the...
Look out!
Ah, I knew your crap bird was too slow. My bird would have been quick if she went home.
We can fight this, but we must work together.
Yeah, actually,
insects crawled.
Of all the things Mass Effect 3 did wrong, that was something it got right. I'll give you that.
Be merciful. Your master has not won yet.
Wild Hammer! Wild Hammer!
I remember what you're talking about, Ismaristar.
Hear my call.
Are all you okay there, buddy?
Are you the so-called... Ha-ha! You're a champion in the making.
Really wish they would stop talking over each other. I've already given that bug several names. I know it's not a bug, but it might as well be a bug. God, it's irritating, though.
Over here, Shaman. Take up my spear. The winds will guide your strike.
There it is.
Do it! Bring it down!
It is ready. Everyone, focus on the pillar, quickly!
You will die! Your precious earthen ring will shatter! Your world will succumb! The Legion will...
Hey, look.
The Doomhammer.
Thrall. Where's your hammer?
I've got this one, Shaman. Help the others!
No.
What news?
Jesus, you're low on health, buddy. You okay? Thank you. You saved me. You saved us all. I was outmatched. My relationship with the elements has changed since the events on Draenor. I have some soul searching to do, Eindhoven. You must carry the Earthen Ring forward without me. You are the leader they need. It's okay, Thrall. You were never a good leader. That's not fair. He's actually a really good leader. He's a really bad manager. And I know most people would look at being a good manager as a bad thing, but no. No, sometimes you really need a good manager.
We must fight together, or we will perish alone.
Nobundu is right. Conventional tactics will not work against the Legion. Broken Shore taught us that. We must scour the world for weapons to use against the Legion. The Doomhammer is missing. It must be recovered. Rhaegar and Aranak have some other ideas as well.
Fight on!
The Doomhammer, huh? Yeah, so here's the dealio. You may or may not have noticed that a lot of these artifacts don't sound familiar, like the Fist of Ra or Sharasdal. Both of these are relatively new inventions based on old lore, but still new inventions. That's the Doomhammer. That's been around since Warcraft 2. And some players didn't like that this existed. I don't mind it, really. You can't... There's not 36 ancient artifacts already existing in the setting. You know what I mean? They needed to invent some. No, that's good. You could disagree, Logue. So yeah, we could get Rando such and such, or the Doomhammer. For some reason, a lot of my friends suddenly went enhancement in Legion. It's really strange. Anyways, but again, like Paladin, right? You could have the Tyr's Hand, which, okay, that's got some pre-existing lore. Some random shield we just invented, okay. Or the Ashbringer, which has been around since vanilla. Okay. You know, you can have the Bow of Illyria. That also goes back to Warcraft 2. You could have Titan Strike, which just was invented for this, although it does tie back to Wrath. Or you can have a Spear, which was invented for Legion. Like, this, There's only so much you can do. Doomhammer is a two-handed mace, unless you're an orc. The Doomhammer's fallen into the Maelstrom. It would be wise to keep it from falling into the wrong hands. Travel with Thrall into Deepholm to pursue the missing artifact. Beware, the demon also plummeted in the Maelstrom and may still be alive. Don't I have Doom Winds? I do have Doom Winds. It's funny.
I always knew this day would come. We must move quickly. Speak with Milra and follow me into the Maelstrom.
Deja vu, huh, Melra?
May the ancestors watch over you.
Thrall may want to dive right into the Maelstrom and retrieve the Doomhammer, but I worry. He was badly wounded in that last fight. And that demon may still be alive. Hop on Stormbreak when you're ready. Sure. Ironically, yeah, Asmir Star.
Hammer fell somewhere below. Hold on! This part always gives me tummy the wobblies.
But no. Instead, rogues get Thunder Fury. Kind of. Oh, that's where we are. Sorry.
The Doomhammer could be anywhere. We'll have to split up. I will speak with the Shaman at the Temple of Earth.
I'll see if the Earthen at Stonehearth saw anything.
Where do you want me to go?
Shaman, you must seek out the Stone Mother. But be cautious. She is quick to anger.
Yeah, it's cool. We're tight.
This is our darkest hour.
We must split up. I'm still badly wounded from my encounter with Gethzun. I don't want to appear weak before the Stone Mother. This task falls to you. Okay.
We should meet back up at Therazane's throne once we know more. Good luck to both of you.
I have often wondered how much of Xalatath was planned in advance, because by definition it had to only be a small amount of it, right? Like, we know with absolute certainty that current story arcs were not planned back in Legion, or BFA. So when did they decide to make that switch, you know? And perhaps more accurately, why?
You overreact, Tereth. Answers will come. A mortal approaches. Whenever there is trouble, the flesh is not far away,
Madam?
Speak, and I will listen.
You there, what is this nonsense falling into my domain? Green fire raining from the Maelstrom. Are you surface dwellers behind this? Explain. A missing artifact. I have not seen it, but I know where to start. You will help the Stone Mother, yes. And she will help you.
Go with courage, mortal.
Demons, you say? A burning legion? Pfft. Nothing burns here but my ire, Shaman, and if these monsters think to corrupt my domain, they'll be crushed beneath my dainty, beautiful feet. I have not seen this hammer of yours, but the stone trogs witnessed everything that fell from the sky. Moreover, they've been running amok ever since the green fire landed near their home. Be a dear and lay waste to the fell rock trogs. Perhaps you can get one of them to talk.
Until
You want me to mass murder?
the earth is your shield.
When the demon of yours fell into my realm, he must have done something to the trogs. They were never a threat to my beloved stone drakes before. Now they're loose all over the Pale Roost, subduing drakes on the ground and putting a stop to this. You must put a stop to this at once and free those drakes. They may be of use later.
Go with courage, mortal.
I confess the Stone Drake Broodmother and I have a rocky relationship. She supported Deathwing during the Cataclysm, you know. But Eosera has been put back in her place. It is my responsibility to protect her. The problem is she refuses to abandon her eggs, even in the midst of a Trog attack. You're a shaman. Use your natural magnetism to reassemble fallen opalescent guardians. Escort them to Eosera so they can carry her eggs to the safety of my bosom.
The earth is your shield.
Yeah, I don't mind what they've done with Xal'atath, but I really wish they'd done more with Alanath. There's a lot of fascinating possibilities there. And they haven't really discussed the reality of what, well, an arcane entity really is yet. Not really. Yeah, from what I understand, they've been wanting to do, the War Within conceptually, like very, very, very conceptually, for a long time. Like, that's pretty normal, right? Especially in a creative studio, large or small. You've got a whiteboard somewhere with ideas. Not literally, but sometimes literally, I actually operate the exact same way. There are games and stories and stuff that I'm just kind of sitting on, thinking about when or where or how I can repurpose them into something I can actually make. Same general idea. Yeah, the Rune Masterclass. They've done several things with runes lore-wise over the years, but never really much past some bosses and raid stuff in Wrath in terms of gameplay. Yeah, a lot of us give a decent amount of credit for wouchering around Demetsin, myself included. But if I might be so bold, at least part of why I give Metzen some credit for that is because of how do I phrase this? It feels like they're being properly managed for the first time, possibly ever. And Metzen himself has talked about how different of an experience it is under the hood, right? How differently they're approaching things, how differently they're operating. One of the biggest problems with Cataclysm by far wasn't the jokes. No, it wasn't the jokes. It was that there was a huge number of writers who weren't talking to each other. Like, imagine just for a second, for those of you as part of the rewrite writing room, if I was to just kind of say, all right, Blade Taval, I want you to rewrite FF4. Savacom's not here, but she's going to rewrite FF3. I'm going to have Blue Wind rewrite FF2. Yes, Sierra. And if I just split it up like that, like, all right. But the important part is it's all supposed to be part of one story, and this is critical, don't talk to each other. I mean, honestly, Metzen's a better threader than he is a minute-to-minute writer, anyways.
Oh, how lovely, lovely! The clutch is safe. Join me back at my throne. I know where to find your hammer, and the stone dragons are now free to help.
At the moment with Anduin, Uthor.
Here comes my new favorite fleshling. You are a true friend of the Stone Mother, Shaman.
Thank you. Yeah, one thing I've noticed, Metzen loves to do his big, gigantic, huge, sweeping stories, but he's not nearly as good at them as he is writing very down-to-earth stuff. That's always been true. Going back to, I'd say, StarCraft 1 was the first time we really saw that on camera. Like, yeah, sure, yeah, the Zerg Swarm and the Protoss, but the Terran stuff was the most interesting stuff, right? When the camera zoomed in on the individuals and the characters and the plot beats. Go figure.
I am listening. Until we meet again.
Trogs. So tiresome. Pebbles of brains. Easily swayed by any cult, demon, or dragon that tries to interfere with my rule. Thank you for giving them a solid whomping.
The earth is your shield.
Very, very good, Shaman. The cavern is once more filled with their delightful wails.
Go with courage.
Oh, how delightful. Eosera is very pleased with you, Shaman. As am I. Now then, it's time to find that artifact of yours. Thanks to your efforts, the Stone Drakes will help us.
Until we meet again.
The Trog saw where your hammer fell, and I expect those cowards told the Legion where to find it. The leader of the Stone Trog since the Cataclysm has been Borlock, a thick-headed little dirt grubber who's about to get what's coming to him. Find him at Needle Rock Spire and beat the information out of you. Oh, take Erisara with you. Her and her brood have their own score to settle with the belligerent little beasts.
The earth is your shield.
I mean, by definition, it's Therazane. To answer you, J. Palmer. She's one of the only elemental lords with any personality. I'd say Ragnaros would probably be the only other one. Oh, I don't disagree with that, Loke. But the best written stuff was the personal stuff. That's my point, right? All I'm pointing out is that Metzen is a better personal writer than he is a, like, grandiose writer. Oh, design-wise? Ooh. Well, I don't want to insult him by calling him a George Lucas, because George Lucas couldn't write his way out of a paper bag if it had directions in it that were being shouted at him while he was being dragged out by a rope. So, he's a bad writer, is what I'm trying to get at. That's not even an insult, to be quite frank. George Lucas himself has admitted many times that he's not a good writer. I'll tell you what George Lucas is. He's a tech guy, and he's really good at it. And I know that sounds like a weird thing to point out, but no, I'm dead serious. I mean, dude cut his teeth on documentaries, for Christ's sakes. Granted, a lot of other very, very talented people gave Star Wars the sound and look that it has, but and I cannot put a better, more specific word on this, the atmosphere of Star Wars, that's Lucas. He knew how to bring everything together into what we call Star Wars, and he was damn good at it.
Ah, my hero returns.
The Shaman at the Temple of Earth know nothing.
Stoneheart has missing some prospectors, but they don't have any ideas.
Speak, and I will listen.
I heard the cavern shake from here. It's good to rouse some stones, a reminder of who's boss down here, I must say. Now, about that hammer of yours, your companion has come up empty, but I think you know where to go next, hmm?
Until we meet again.
Indeed.
The Legion will stop at nothing.
I found it. The Doom Hammer fell to the crumbling depths, but the Legion remains a step ahead of us. If we hurry, we can follow the Demon Gethzun and retrieve the hammer before any more of this realm is corrupted. Therazane will open a portal directly there. Let's go.
Fight on.
Go now. Retrieve your weapon and slay the demon filth that seek it. Clean up your mess, flesh children, and stop throwing your garbage down into my realm.
Apologies, Therazane.
The Doomhammer is somewhere in these chambers. I can feel it.
Great. Fell blood in Deepholm.
Here, that demon must have crawled this way. There's fell blood splattered on the stones.
Scout the chambers ahead. I will stay nearby.
I don't think Metzen is saving WoW. I think Metzen coming back is a symptom of WoW being saved, if that makes sense. Flip the order, right? Because let me be very clear, I think Metzen being back is a very good thing for WoW. But I think WoW was already being saved, and that's why they brought him back.
Imps! Get Zool must be summoning these little buggers!
I mean, good lord. Do you remember the BlizzCon where they actually announced the World Soul Trilogy? Because I do. It was crazy to watch live.
Watch yourself! More imps!
It was, Uthor. It was just straight up electric. Yeah, the whole BlizzCon was this empty, soulless mess. We even had a couple of legitimately talented, skilled people on stage. Like, one, actually. And still, it was just this empty, vacuous nothing.
All the more reason to get to the Doomhammer first.
And then Metzen went on stage. Jesus Christ.
It felt like dead weight in my hands. The elements were silent. It has been this way since I used it to slay Garrosh.
Yeah, I kept pointing out during that particular event just how much the crowd wasn't.
Look at it! They're hiding in the dust!
Like, wasn't into it, and they kept using trickery to hide it. Which also means they were prepped for that possibility. Which says its own things.
Keep your eyes on Thrall. He's wounded. He's likely to kill himself down here. And I don't want to be the one who has to tell his wife.
I'll tell her. Yeah, imagine Todd Howard, but actually worth a damn, and that's Metzen.
That thing's corrupted by the Fel! Kill it!
Anyway, sorry, I'm getting way off track here.
I remember the night Orgrim fell. Run through by a knight's lance during the liberation of the last orc internment camp. As he bled out onto the fields of Arathi, he bestowed the Doomhammer to me. The Doomhammer is not merely a weapon. It is a symbol of hope, of power, proof that an individual can change the world.
What's funny is I bet he does, Hero. And yeah, Phil Spencer. Spencer's such a weird character. I don't think we've ever really had someone quite like him. He's that rich asshole, but like he's our rich asshole, you know?
Look, there he is!
What is this sorcery? This hammer, I must claim it for my masters.
Actually, yeah, Huthor.
Shaman, we can't let that weapon fall to the wrong hands. I'll distract him. You grab the Doomhammer. No time to argue. Go! Hey, you there! Me bird crap scarier demons than you! Oh, aye! Come get some!
The Doomhammer! Get the Doomhammer! Prove your power as a shaman!
Hey, we said they have an offhand.
You got it! Oh!
Pathetic, puny shaman! That hammer did little to help its last master.
Yeah, I'm a little higher tier than Thrall is at this moment in time, buddy.
Weapon to my masters as a trophy, along with your head! I will corrupt your sorry world from within. There are others. We are Legion.
I think I'm done, Shaman. Thank you.
The Doomhammer chose you, Shaman. Already you wield it with a power that I never tapped into. I must go my own way. I have a great deal of thinking to do. Agra will be at the Maelstrom shortly. Listen to her counsel.
No.
She has taught me so much.
No.
Go back to the Earthen Ring. Bring them together. Turn their might against the Legion. This is your time.
I mean, so based on timeline, remember he resigned mid. He resigned mid Legion and walked away from WoW. We're talking about Metzen here. It's very, very clear that there was a lot of I'm passing on the torch, peace, y'all, kind of a thing going on in some of the launch Legion content, which is, as it happens, the stuff we're doing right now. So yeah, that's the reason for that speech and why they actually gave us the Doomhammer. The problem is, as Uthor pointed out, they always plan to take it away from us.
Saving this world. To the Maelstrom!
You know, real talk, I don't think he did. Just like I don't think, and I hate to keep comparing him to Brown and Braga, but I don't think he expected to come back any more than Bragg and Braga ever expected to touch Trek again. Like, especially in the moment, after having gone through that much crap. Nah, I'm good. You know, you just walk away from it.
I was born to fly.
The Orcs had a prophecy about the Doomhammer. Yeah, a stranger will raise the hammer high, and with it justice shall reign. That prophecy is always referred to Thrall. But maybe it was always us.
May the ancestors watch over you.
We stand at the precipice of oblivion, but we do not stand alone. Come forward, Shaman.
Oh, I have just the thing, Wanderer.
So, yeah, we have the Doomhammer here. Let me unequip that real quick, because it's garbage. Level 10 bullcrap. Get out of my inventory. Yeah, my inventory.
Crunchies, crunchies, lucky doos and loot.
So, here's the various appearances. So, the cool thing they did, and I do actually like how they did this, is the main Doomhammer's there. And you get, like, an offhand based on which version of it you're wielding, see? Including this insanity. And this fun thing. Just wielding fire at that point. Just straight up. Or the Zandalari version. I actually always liked this one. But I think we will go with that one right there.
Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
Do not give up. Take your place among the circle, Farseer. The Earthen Ring is forged anew, and with it, we rekindle hope for this world. You are the chosen defender of Azeroth. May your wisdom guide this circle to victory, and may the power of the weapon you wield crush those who would bring chaos to this land.
Step this way, Farseer. The Torrent tell of hidden chambers below that may serve as a base of operations.
We actually just talked about that earlier, like literally 2 minutes ago.
I am listening.
The Earthen Ring rises once more to defend Azeroth.
You will be our farseer. We'll be our instruments. Only by working together can we preserve our will.
The elements will never forsake.
It's always been my least favorite title. Farseer. I get it, but farseer? Really? So I'm going to go with... I might not have it here. On this character. No! Ah, whatever.
My goods are crafted with great care.
Yep. Give me my stupid helmet.
May your days bring you joy.
Thank you. Throw it on the ground. Alright. I mean, it was the name of the hero unit back in Warcraft 3. I get it. It's just ours here.
This astral portal will return you to Dalaran whenever you wish, Farseer. I will keep it open so that you may return here anytime.
With faith, there is a way.
May the light embrace you.
We've got to have at least... Oh, ah! Nabundo just moved on me. Yes, we're in the past part of Azeroth. Yeah.
I will do my best to guide you. We must never forget.
Shaman of the Earthen Ring, let our powers combine.
Are we Captain Planet?
We call upon Neptulon, the great Lord of Tides, in the name of Azeroth. Hear our words and answer the call of the Earthen Ring.
Shaman of the Earthen Ring, you have called, but I already know the threat we face. The Burning Legion has come. You should make use of the little time you have left, mortals.
All is not lost, Tidehunter. If the Elemental Lords unite...
Foolish mortals! There is no unity among the Lords of Elements. Would you bow to Sargeras and be his slave instead? Pathetic. What do you suggest, little orc? Shall I fight the Burning Legion myself?
You will not fight alone. The Earthen Ring is with you, and we will gather the other Elemental Lords to our cause.
There was a time, long ago, when the elements fought as one. Perhaps there is still hope. Very well, Shaman. I will join the fight to save this world. I shall also send Hydraxis to aid the Earthen Ring.
Yes, that
My
Hydraxis.
greatest champion, and will prove valuable in your quest.
Now, I might be gaslighting myself here, but I swear to God, one of these quests, in fact, I think it was literally this quest, actually had Azumat here with Neptulon. Like, Neptulon was riding him, or had tamed him or something. I was just like, what? I have seen you before. I sense the potential for great power in you. We will see if this prophecy holds true.
Come closer and speak.
I was born to fly. Aye, this'll be good.
There are initial recruits here, including Hydraxis. He looks a little different than he used to, but that's okay.
The battlefield awaits.
Way off the deeper end. I don't know. Uthor. I'm gonna have to chew on that a minute more. This way. I think. Nope, I'm wrong. This way. Which fire would be hottest between Mage, Warlock, Shaman, Paladin, or Priest? Warlock. I swear he was here, Uthor. Then again, Legion's beta had a lot of things that were completely ejected from it. Raytheon, excuse me. Ah, nice Shadow Machine. I'm glad you liked it. Now don't play the second game.
Go with honor. May the spirits watch over you.
Actually, before we do that... I mean, the actual reason Raytheon isn't here is because he was here, and then they decided, wait, that's stupid. And it was. So they invented a brand new character. Just out of the whole cloth, essentially, to replace him. Now, in fairness, that brand new character turned out to be awesome, but that wouldn't happen until the events of
Aye, this'll be good.
Wait, what? What do you mean, Luke? You're gonna have to elaborate. You're gonna have to toss me. To your point. Okay, so
go with honor.
Elemental. The gladiator Rhaegar may know of a powerful weapon that may aid us against the Legion. After the Pandaren campaign, the weapons of the storm god Ra were discovered beneath the Throne of Thunder. They were placed into the care of the White Tiger, who will give them to one who is worthy. Rhaegar will help you prove your worth. Yeah, our Gul'dan died in Warcraft 2. He's been dead. We kill him, actually.
Speak your mind. Go with honor.
Very well. Your allies have gathered here on the precipice. They will know how best to proceed.
May the spirits watch over you.
Hey, Rhaegar. Still the best MOBA ever made.
The arena is a true test of character.
So, it's aesthetically water, but it's actually just spirit, Dakota. Spirit element. Which is the 5th element. Go ahead, get the references out of your system. You saved us all, my friend. Thank you for embodying all that the elements stand for. If the earthen ring is to prevail, we will need weapons of great power. I know where to find some. Here's the stuff I just read out loud.
No, come with me. You will fly straight to Pandaria.
From the Maelstrom? This is going to be a long ride. Well, like I said, the aesthetic of it is water, Dakota. But yes, it is encouraging healing. I can't remember what term we came up with that. Helps you heal yourself.
Show me your strength.
Welcome, Shaman. You seek the weapons of the storm god Ra. Many have traveled here to Pandaria, but none have proven worthy.
Test your mind.
The Thunder King conquered Pandaria using power stolen from the Titan Keeper Ra, known as Ra Den in the Mogu tongue. If you truly seek to wield the relics of the High Keeper, seek out his ancient edicts amongst the ruins of the heart of the Mogu Empire. The Edict of Stone, Earth, and Fire. Heed my call. Sorry.
Fight with strength. Fight with honor.
Where? Ah, okay. I'm found. Well, you get to enjoy being back in Pandaria. Don't worry, we'll actually be back here again for Monk. Briefly. Yeah, we'll talk more ironically, more about Ra in BFA, of all things. Oh, no, I've compared Legion to Endwalker, or more accurately, Endwalker to Legion many, many times. In fact, considering Legion predates Endwalker by several years, I would be shocked if Endwalker wasn't at least partially inspired by Legion.
Few mortals know the history of High Keeper Ra, his mastery over the elemental planes, and his relation to the Mogu Empire. If you seek to wield the weapons of a Stormlord, venture within and learn of his deeds and his unmaking.
His Empire. Their Empire? Whatever. There's an Empire, that's all that matters. It's actually funny you say that, Trihexia. So, we were talking about relative power levels between, the Warrior of Light in FF14 and the characters in... Really? In WoW. There is one and only one time at which we might have actually been able to beat the Warrior of Light, and it is right now. The artifacts implicitly empower us to allow us to fight above our weight class. Which is good, because we are absolutely fighting an enemy that is above our weight class right now. In fact, there's a fight later which frankly would make absolutely no sense if not for the many pieces which sit around it. We'll talk about them when we get there, because it's literally the last fight of the expansion. Yes, we also gave up the artifact after Legion because even if there's a narrative logic to it, it doesn't make it
Together with the
irritating.
Titan-forged sorceress Helia, High Keeper Ra created 4 elemental realms in which to imprison the wayward elemental lords. He embedded the key to these realms into his shield, the High Keeper's Ward. Ra walked among the elemental planes as both their jailer and master.
Yep, I've actually already mentioned this Helia stuff earlier, but this is when we start to find out a bit more about it. Honestly, I still don't think we would have won, J. Palmer. The Battle at the Broken Shore was always a trap, as we'll find out later. And, well, it was a pretty well-made trap, frankly. That being said, might have cost Gul'dan a bit more to push through that than he otherwise expended. No, I'm going their way. You know, that's actually an interesting question that I've honestly never considered, Triaxia. I'm going to go with, I don't know. As we'll talk about more later, the Broken Shore was actually several layers of a trap. But the goal walking in was to win, for lack of a better way to put that. That was a gigantic concentration of heroes and military might on both the Horde and Alliance, fresh and ready from the events of Pandaria, because remember, it actually hasn't been that long from our perspective since Pandaria. Yeah, it was a big Hail Mary. It's what we've always done against the Legion. Oh no, they're coming in through here. Okay, well we can't defeat the Legion, so let's close here. And that was the goal. Yeah, that was supposed to knock off the invasion. Now that's an interesting question. Let's assume the original version of the Afterlife, you know, the preferred one. For like, oh Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm just gonna eat that because I cannot move. Yeah, as I pointed out many times during the Warcraft, every interaction with the Legion is essentially just kicking the can down the road. Which makes a lot of sense, if I could be blunt.
When it came time to war against the Black Empire, High Keeper Ra created an army of stone to do his bidding. These creatures were called the Mogu, and they called their god Ra-Den, or Master Ra. The Mogu proved to be Ra-Den's undoing. Many ages later, corrupted by the curse of flesh, and led by Lei Shen, the Thunder King, the High Keeper was overthrown.
I think it was 7.2, yeah. That's actually close, thanks to that frickin' days. Yeah, I actually agree completely. For what it's worth, I actually liked the Legion invasions of 7.2. They were fun, and I remember them being a good catch-up event too. Or catch-up activity, excuse me. Yeah, no, the invasions, the not launch invasions are practically MSQ, so... I never really answered your question, J. Plumber. The thing is, Neptulon and Alakir and Ragnaros are kind of really, really similar to each other. So, So the only real pick there is Therazane, but I'm not a big fan of Therazane's appearance. So I'll cheat and say someone else. Someone we haven't really met yet. Although I did like his with legs form. Ragnaros' legs form in Firelands.
In ages long past, before the era of the mortal races, High Keeper Ra reigned over southern Kalimdor. The Titan Aman'Thul bestowed upon the High Keeper a fist of light, a claw forged in the heavens that spoke the language of storms and placed the power of lightning within Ra's clenched fist.
I will give BFA this, although I will not give it much credit in the review, to be quite honest, but I will give it this. Yeah, the mission boards in BFA told a weirdly large amount of story of the... I refuse to call it the Fourth War. Of the skirmish of BFA. And when I say a weirdly large amount, I mean, I actually spent some time trying to track down, like, all of it compiled into one place so I could just read it all. And failed because there's just so much. Like, there's a lot going on there. No, the war after the Third War is the Hellscream War. But yeah, it's not very engaging to hear about the war in, well, a mission board.
Shaman, the Thunder King took up the weapons of Ra-Den, but he could not wield them. Lei Shen could match the High Keeper's storm and fury, but not his mastery over the elements themselves. Perhaps you have that power. Your companion waits for you. Return to me at my temple. We shall see if you can succeed where the Thunder King failed.
It's usually called in lore the invasion of Northrend. But then again, so is the invasion of Outland usually called the invasion of Outland.
What do you ask of me? Ancestors watch over you.
The tiger's serious about this, isn't he? While you were here, the others came to the temple to present their offerings to him. Looks like we're gonna have some competition.
I will fight to my last breath.
The White Tigers prepared a series of challenges for everyone who wants to possess the weapons of the storm. Now you know of their power. These are the very artifacts Ra-Den himself wielded during the Age of the Titans. Come! I have led arena teams to victory across 3 continents. Get it?
Fight like a champion. I fought with
you know,
the best.
Here we go. I mean, the problem is the reason the First War and the Second War and the Third War are all called that is because it's Warcraft 1, 2, and 3. The only reason I adhere to that nomenclature is because they're very consistent about it. But the Fourth War is very badly named. Like, I don't mean to pull semantics, but it's actually confusing calling that the Fourth War, considering how many we've had since Warcraft 3, right? So I'm going to call it the BFA Skirmish. Because it is. That's exactly what it is. We've got the invasion of Outland, the invasion of Northrend, the Hellscream War. I came up with that name because they have no name for it.
This way, friend. I will coach you through the trials as best I can.
Do you seek the weapons of the Storm God?
Actually,
step forward, Shaman.
Storm Stout! You seek the weapons of the storm as well?
I do. Storm, earth, fire. That's kind of my thing.
Hard to argue. And plus, I've got to go help the monk with his thing. Ooh, the Banshee War. Oh, I like that. I was just about to change my mind, because you're right, it was a war. My own disdain aside, it was a war. And I was going to try and come up with something else, but the Banshee War, I like that. That fits multiple aspects of continuity, too. Both before and after the Jailer was invented. So, yeah, no, I'm with that. Alright, Zwen, what do you got?
I'm listening. Many seek the artifacts of the Keeper of Storms. None have passed the trials. Come and be judged.
You're in good hands, friend. Did I mention I trained King Rin for the arena?
Maybe don't brag about that.
Who challenges me? The weapons of the storm belong to my clan by right!
The first trial is a test of strength. Only one of you may pass. Speak with me to begin.
I mean, the Twilight's Hammer certainly stoked the Hellscream War, but they never were actually involved in it. Other than just being there and also being dicks. I don't think there's actually a term for the conflict against Deathwing. They all just call it the Cataclysm.
Yes. I have bested the Kraken. I have slain giants. You are not— This Vrykul is all talk. Use his strength against him.
Okay. Hi. I'm an Ascended Elemental. What? Is that legal?
Incredible. I yield. This isn't over, Shaman. Someday we will meet on a true field of battle.
The Shaman has triumphed. The first trial is complete. A true hero never fights alone. The next trial is a test of teamwork.
Nope, we never see him again. I didn't think so. War of the Banshee. I like it.
Is that so?
We shall see who the real hero of the storm is around here. But first, I need a partner.
Ready for adventure.
Oh no, Lily. I do not...
This is gonna be great!
Well, time to beat up Lily. I'm sure people who don't like the Valley of the Four Winds will enjoy this.
Remember.
I'll say all three of these people are playable in HOTS.
You triumph. 3, 2, 1, fight.
Always go for the healer first.
Take out the Pandaren girl first.
Well, yeah, duh, dude. Come on, I've played video games before, including this one.
Let's roll.
Oh, that hurt.
You are fast, though.
These guys don't play nice.
You've bitten off more than you can chew, Pandaren. And that's a lot.
He just opens with his ultimate.
Focus on the healer.
Lily, look out.
Congratulations, hero. The second challenge is complete. You have proven your worth, champion. You are ready for the final trial, which none have passed. The tools of the Keeper of Storms are so powerful, even the Thunder King himself dared not wield them. The Fist of Ra-Den is your final challenge. If you can wield it and live, the weapon is yours to command.
That sounds ominous.
I believe in you, Shaman.
I'll be honest, those things scare me.
Sure, I'll just grab these. And then we die.
Yo, watch it!
Sorry.
Focus, champion.
Sorry.
Maybe we should do this outdoors.
Stay focused, champion. You were born to command these elements. You can do this. Something is wrong. Someone is here. The Legion is attacking.
As is their wont.
We must. All hope is lost.
Or I guess, depending on it, really good timing.
Earth and fire, heed my call.
Yeah. Okay. Normally I'm against, like, Member Berry's lines, but the way he says that...
That feels much better. Let me at him!
I'm actually kind of with that. I think you're right, Asmiristar.
Let's roll.
I will feast on your soul after my triumph here.
Zwen?
Will possess.
You want to get involved, Zwen?
Champion, you saved us.
No? Okay.
The elements walk in harmony with this one. I've not seen a better shaman since I fought alongside Thrall himself. Shaman, no further trials are required. The weapons of the Keeper of Storms have found their new master. Go forth, champion of the Earthen Ring, with my blessing. Azeroth is under siege, and heroes like you must rise to the challenge.
No, that was good. That was a good one. Some good lore there, like a lot of lore there, actually. Like, a lot of the lore that just got dumped on you wasn't necessarily new, but it's one of the first times it was portrayed so coherently. And with a voice actor.
We all have to pull together in this.
Hey, that's the truth. It's true, this is the battle for Azeroth. I was arguing since BFA was announced that it was going to be about something other than the HVA. And Well, I was right and wrong.
Go with honor. May the spirits watch over you.
It is said that Queen Azshara wielded a scepter that had command over sea and waters of life. Aronak has long sought the location of this artifact, and one of his shaman was close to finding it when she disappeared. Well, I do like grouping up with Ansem the Seeker of Darkness, so...
Speak your mind. Go with honor. May the spirits watch over you.
Come on, Ansem.
Hello, friend.
I assure you, the legends are true. Sharazdal, the Scepter of Tides, was forged around living waters of the Well of Eternity. It gave Azshara dominion over life itself. I have sent shaman throughout the world looking for it, but only one to ever find it has gone missing. Wavespeaker Adeli had tracked the scepter to the ruins of Vashir. We haven't seen her since. Come! Let's track down our missing shaman.
Maintain focus.
So, from what we understand in the modern lore, you know, the constructed afterlives, dragons don't go anywhere when they die. They just die. In fact, to my knowledge, no dragon has died and come back. In fact, there's an interesting tidbit, which is almost assuredly unintentional, back during Cataclysm, where Nefarian had to use a lot of magic and Frankenstein technology in order to bring Onyxia's body back. But Onyxia's, I say that specifically because there was no mind. She had no lines. She had no dialogue. She was just a mindless husk, type 1 undead. So, yeah, by all accounts, dragons just when they die. And that's also true in the former lore, although as for why, I have no idea.
This way. I spent many months in the depths of Ashir during the Cataclysm. It is like a second home to me now.
Isn't Vashir like a long ways from the... Okay, never mind. Oh, she did, Kraken-san. But that's because the Lich King actually knows what he's doing when it comes to necromancy.
Our missing shaman, Wavespeaker Adeli, had tracked the Scepter of Tides to this sunken city before she disappeared.
Now, Ysera's a weird one. But then again, Ysera isn't a dragon, is she?
Yes.
Very good. If you haven't been to this realm before, I have learned a trick or two. Yeah, thanks for the sea legs.
Keep a peaceful mind.
The shaman we seek is Wavespeaker Adeli. Her research brought her down to these ancient ruins, where she reported Naga armies amassing prior to the Legion invasion. Last I heard, she had located Sharazdal, the Scepter of Tides, and went silent.
Do not let the darkness triumph.
There are lines of dialogue that indicate that the elemental dragons are the very, 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 very first iterations of dragons. And that proto-drakes were kind of a development of them. And then proto-drakes were then later augmented into the titanic dragons. Having said that, Ysera has another asterisk related to her, which I don't want to talk about now because spoilers. That's all I'll say about that.
Adeli spoke of a powerful wavestone. I see now what she meant. The auras surrounding the stone would cloak one's movements from Neptulon, allowing the Naga to slip into his domain undetected.
Damn. I don't actually have the seahorse. I have the temporary sea legs buff. I don't have seahorse. No, but I do have this. I think that's faster. It's kind of hard to tell, actually. Sorry, that's just the one Naga's like, I got him. I'm done. I'm going home.
It is fortunate that Adelai's journal is written in waterproof squid ink.
Yes, how
it
fortunate.
will detail her search for the scepter. I will need time to look this over. Bring it to me.
I'll kill you. Yeah, the paper, however, that's not very waterproof, so we've got a bit of a problem on that front, I'm going to be honest.
That is Wavespeaker Adelai's staff. It is attuned to the Abyssal Maw. Perhaps Sharisdal is in there? I warned her not to go there alone.
That sounds like a great raid. We should do that immediately.
All the clues indicate that Adelaide tracked the scepter into the Abyssal Maw. The trail is easy to follow. Perhaps too easy. We may be walking into a trap. Speak with me.
So the Naga have conscripted sea giants to their cause. This is disturbing. Adelai's journal confirms my fears. The Naga have infiltrated the Abyssal Maw once again. And this time they have a powerful weapon with them, Sharisdal. Our task is clear.
Find your center.
Wavespeaker tracked her to the Throne of Tides and then disappeared. If we go after her, we are almost certainly walking into a trap. But the elements are with us, my friend. The Naga will not expect a shaman of your caliber. Okay.
We should make our way to the Throne of Tides within the Abyssal Maw, where this scepter awaits. We must be careful. I fear Neptulon's realm may be compromised.
Yeah, that's never happened. I didn't know there was a Night Elven ship over here. Huh. I think I've never gone this exact route over here before. And then they can finally work on WoW 2. We'll call it Titan. And this time it'll work. It's gonna work this time. Called Titan Plus. Titan was... We have bits and pieces, but Titan was supposed to be a superhero-based WoW 2. It was supposed to be the WoW replacer. Much of the bits and pieces of the narrative, story, and world were recycled into Overwatch. So we have a pretty good idea narratively what it was supposed to be. Gameplay-wise, however, I don't think anybody knows what Titan was supposed to be, including the people who worked on it. Because that was sort of the problem. Like, it was supposed to be WoW 2. We already talked about that. And that's about as far as we've got. I think so, Aralia, yeah. Deep Home doesn't count. That's another dimension at that point.
The Naga are tormenting that sea giant. How should we proceed?
We should actually switch to Resto. I'm not sure why it didn't ask me to earlier. I don't disagree, Yura, but as I am fond of pointing out, WoW was very lucky WoW was very much a Star Wars situation. Oh, sure, WoW Vanilla was a fine game in an era in which MMOs weren't particularly good, but it had a lot of things going for it. I've said before, and I'll say it again, any major MMO that had come out right about when WoW did probably would have succeeded to the same extent WoW did. As long as it was relative quality and had the same general brand recognition. And there were a lot of MMOs coming out with brand recognition back then. I got you, fam.
Fear not, my enormous friend. The earthen ring is here.
Yeah, I wasn't joking. I got you. Oh, absolutely, little Billy. Nobody really expected that to go that way. So soon after its the eve of its launch, too, relatively speaking.
We mean you no harm, giant.
They control us. They kill.
Shaman, speak with him. Perhaps we can gain a new ally down here.
What's up, dude?
Tiny friend.
I am Gra, son of Galashar. The Snake Witch controls us with magic stick. Those who fight she takes away to kill. Have you come to kill Snake Witch? Join us! We kill Snake Witch and take magic stick. You kill Snake Witch, you take magic stick? I help!
Well done, my friend. He has seen our missing shaman and the artifact we seek. Now we must find a way through this ice barrier.
By the way, guess which one of these two people is our tank?
Well, that will do.
I'll give you a hint. It's the guy using an entire chunk of a ship as his shield.
The giant has seen Sharistal, the scepter of tides. We are close. Keep him alive, and he
Whoa there, buddy. Whoa there, buddy. I've noticed they take a lot of damage on these. That happened the last couple of ones we did, too.
What are Ashara's minions doing to this place?
Good question.
The Scepter of Tides. It's here. I found it. They're using it to whip creatures of this realm into a frenzy.
Did you hold aggro? Tank? Tank? Oh my god. What's funny is FF14 does the same thing, Spartan. Although a little bit more recently, but it's still there. They even stopped calling them beast tribes.
Sharistal is held by Lady Zithrine. She was using me as we should turn back. This whole realm is a trap.
You underestimate the shaman I have brought.
Yeah, I've actually healed before.
Something is near. Something big.
Bigger than you?
Hey!
Could you smash the ice ball, please?
Yup.
If the scepter is here, this may be our only chance to capture it and turn its power against the Legion.
Throne of Thunder LFR, little Billy. That's not a joke. It was awful. I don't believe so, Magister. Considering it's an in-universe shift from beast tribes to allied societies. But I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Oh, he's not in the party again. Why does it keep happening? I got you. I got you. My biggest copium, or it is, I guess this would be hopium, sorry, would be that they do something good with StarCraft. I don't even care what it is, as long as it's good. I doubt they will, though. The unironic biggest possible positivity we have there is Microsoft actually pushing for that. And by Microsoft, I mean the gaming division under Phil Spencer, specifically. And frankly, they have their own issues right now. Cough, cough, Game Pass. Cough, cough, internal fighting.
What?
Other than that, yeah. The only thing I expect out of Blizzard for the next 10 years is WoW.
Zithrin is trying to crush us beneath the waves!
Shaman, lead Grash forward. He can act as a breakwater for us. Sharistal, the Scepter of Tides, is steeped in legend. Through its power, Ashara enabled her followers to live in the sea.
That's interesting.
Is it dangerous?
It has dominion of the waters of Azeroth, the very stuff of life. In the right hands, it could be a font of healing instead of corruption.
I mean, StarCraft is one of my favorite settings ever. So. And I mean that. Something about it just Tetrises me in a way I don't have a really good way to put words into. So,
Sharistal is mine, for the glory of my queen alone!
That's not how that's supposed to go. Anyways,
Lady Zithrin is in the throne room beyond.
Brush, could you help me out here, please? Thank you.
Your cause is hopeless, Sea Witch. No matter how you bend the elements to your will, they will never truly serve you.
That's called being a dark shaman. We don't like their kind around here. Rush, you want to get back in the fight, please? Yeah, we can't have a StarCraft FPS. It's a rule.
It's over, Zithrin. Tell us, what did Ashara plan to do with this realm?
I will tell you nothing!
You sure? He doesn't look happy. Oh, okay.
Well then, I guess we're done talking here.
Okay. Surprised he didn't rip her in half.
Take up the scepter, Shaman. You have earned it. Feel its power coursing through you, Shaman. The waters that Ashara tried to turn against us are now yours to command.
Magic stick!
Come, let us return to the others.
I never thought I would someday long for the peace and quiet of the Maelstrom.
May the ancestors watch over you.
Whatever, so I'm almost positive we have a word for water in Elvish, so it would just be whatever that is, Dorai, like Shaz Dorai or whatever. Almost, I don't actually know what that word would be. All of them, J. Palmer.
The Legion's end draws near. Good health, long life.
I would like to summon things.
Well met. Go
for summoning things.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
This.
Aye, this'll be good.
I'm at your call.
Okay.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
All of those out of the way while we're here. And, yep. Now, last one. Monk. We saved the worst for last. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Warrior was worst. We'll see what we think of Monk. I'm curious how this is going to turn out. Naj Dorai? Yeah, I could see that. Ashar Dorai? Oh, jeez, that sounds horrible. What are you? I'm an Ashara elf. One second, let me go ahead and clean up a little bit. Yes, I would like to join the Burning Legion. No, I mean, hang on, can I rephrase that sentence really quick?
Okay.
Oh God, what's the monk title? Grandmaster. Okay. There it is. I actually don't like this mount that much, but, you know, we might as well be using it since we're a monk. This is what we call the He-Man.
Today, Grandmaster.
This is what we call the He-Man mount, and he actually talks to us.
Anchors away.
Actually, Demon Monk sounds pretty cool. But then again, I've said this before. You can put whatever
Grandmaster
in front of Monk, and it sounds cool, right? What are you? I'm a lightning monk. Oh my God. What are you? I'm an ice monk. Holy crap, what are you? I'm a demon monk.
Light be with you. For the Alliance.
What are you? I am the cheese monk. Whoa!
King's honor, friend.
Zinjin. Zinjin, excuse me. I forgot how to pronounce your own name. I've been looking all over this strange city for you. Grandmaster Height has requested all senior monks return to the Peak of Serenity as soon as possible. That means you too, of course. I'll bet a week's worth of brew this has something to do with the assault on the Broken Shore I've heard tales about. I mean,
Have a safe journey.
Some of you probably remember the name Cheddar Monk, and that's all I'll say about that.
Ah, it's good to see you again.
Now that we are all gathered, let's begin. As you all know, the defeat at the Broken Shore was decisive. The loss of so many valiant heroes was a terrible blow. The Burning Legion is a grave threat. We must find a way to stop their assault before all that we hold dear can be... By the Jade Serpent, what was that?
Grandmaster Heights! Grandmaster Heights! A giant thing appeared in the sky! Demons...
Chom!
Oh, he's dead. I mean, this might even be happening while the Elemental Shaman quest is happening.
Chong, are you alright? Speak to me.
Oh, my head. The demons. They cut down the students before my eyes. Heard shouting from the cave of the crane. I don't feel so good.
Brace the west door. I don't want any more surprises. Now, let's see what's going on out there.
He barely lived, but yeah, he did live. That is actually legitimately impressive.
No, this cannot be.
So, yeah.
Too many of them. We have to evacuate. I need you to send any survivors you find back to the temple. Chong mentioned the cave of the crane, so start there. Hurry! We must escape before we are overrun!
I've noticed you can gauge a player's relative investment in the setting, and in Pandaria in particular, by how they react to seeing this. Seeing green skies and a Legion ship hovering over Kunlai, bombarding everything down below with infernals. Because, yeah, as pointed out...
See you, monk. Your struggle is for naught. My forces will purge your order from the face of this world.
Because as pointed out before, this is what the Mists was designed to protect against. Xiao Hao saw the coming of the Burning Legion, tried to do something about it, and failed. So he failed.
You will not harm any more of our sacred texts. Thank you, friend. My students died to protect these scrolls. Centuries of history could have been lost.
A good question, J. Balmer. I'm not sure.
Chen Stormstout was teaching a class of youngsters when the attack began. He's one of the strongest monks I know. But even he won't be able to hold out forever. Come, we must rescue them.
Yeah.
No good. We don't have time to fight our way through that horde. If I focus my chi, I believe I can get us behind their forces. Quickly, take my hand.
The Legion probably would defeat the Shah, and that would probably be the end of Pandaria. Possibly literally. Like, they could bring the actual continent crackers to that problem.
This is worse than I feared. We must part ways. They need my help here at the temple. Chen's class should be just to the north, across the bridges. Jade Serpent, watch over you.
Yeah, exactly, Uthor. And yeah, the Legion... We've already seen what void energies do to the Veil of Eternal Blossoms. And that's at least recoverable. You know what the Legion's reaction to the Veil would be. Considering the nature of what the Shah are, and
try again,
and what demons are, I don't think the demons could.
Cannot hide from me, monk. Try as you might, but your monastery will burn.
I don't think the demons could be corrupted by the Shah. I do think the Shah would put up a fight, but I do think the Legion would win that.
Hey! Run, children! I will protect you from this monster!
That's unkind. I'm just a human.
Thank you for the assistance, friend. That foul creature put up quite a fight. Children, behave yourselves.
Sorry.
Come, children. We must get to the temple. Hero, I will need your help. The complex is crawling with evil.
I mean, the Manton are already one step out of the door, if you know what I mean.
Infernal incoming! Watch your head! Grandmaster Hyde, it is a relief to see you.
Chen, I'm glad to see you and the children are safe.
It was all thanks to this hero, who arrived just in time to help us out.
Well fought, but we're not done yet. Chen, take the cubs as far away from this place as you can. This champion and I will stay and seal the portal. White Tiger, walk with you, my friend. We cannot allow the Legion to establish a foothold here. We need to close that portal down.
It would make a weird amount of sense to me if the Mantid have left the board. If they've been removed from the table.
Stronger than you look, monk. But I will not be defied. Jorvanax, keep that portal open.
Okay. Not just because of the fact that we beat the crap out of them. There's another reason.
Well done! That Fellstone must be powering the portal. Destroy it!
I'll talk about it in a minute. Notice the corpse is powering the Fellstone.
They're
Little
coming
details.
through!
Yeah, what? That was a terrible dream. I dreamed the Legion had actually invaded Pandaria. Hey, Mr. Floyd Pinkerton. So yeah, this is actually the Monk Order Hall. I told you we'd see it again. You didn't believe me. Shenzinzu. Wandering Isle. And yeah, I actually know several people who this is the first time they ever saw this. I knew one person who was like, "Oh my god, they made so much stuff just for this," which, if that sounds familiar, yes, I've said that story before. Real quick. The reason I think the Mantid are gone is because, obviously, it makes sense in terms of continuity, but more importantly, it makes sense thematically. There were 3 old god races left over after the Black Empire. One of them were effectively just slaves and martyrs. We kind of knocked them over back in vanilla, and we haven't seen them since. The other one was the Mantid. We knocked them over in Pandaria and then finished the job in BFA. That just leaves the Nerubians. And the Nerubians have always been weirdly willing to work with us rather than against us, and actually capable of pushing against the old gods. And that's always kind of struck me as interesting. And it's part of why I like them so much as a species and as a culture. Because The Nerubians' willingness to walk away from the old gods more or less guarantees their continued narrative relevance. And hey, here we are.
Slow down.
No! Welcome back to the land of the living. We nearly lost you in that explosion. Lucky for us, the Wandering Isle happened to be traveling nearby. The people here have graciously allowed us to reside at the temple. It's not like the Peak of Serenity, but this will make a fine new home.
Enough of that.
It was a miracle that you were able to survive, Zainjin. It is with great sorrow I have to say that Grandmaster Height was not so lucky. His spirit now rests with the ancestors. Now we must look for a new leader for our broken temple. I've spoken with the other masters, and we're all of one mind on this. It should be Chen Stormsout. Sorry. We all think it should be you. Walk to the temple. We will announce our decision.
Goodbye.
Very little, J. Palmer.
Excellent. I have everything prepared inside. Follow me.
Yeah, the Silithid are practically not people, the way they're treated. And the Karaji are just servants of the old gods. They're treated like Naraki, aka no real sentience to speak of. They can talk, but that's it.
To all members and students of our combined schools, I offer you my thanks for joining us. The attack at the Peak of Serenity shows that the Burning Legion wishes to shatter our order. They will destroy our homes, defile our sacred temples, and strive to break our spirit.
But as we teetered upon the brink of annihilation, this hero stayed with Grandmaster Height and fought the demons to ensure our survival. Grandmaster Height has passed on to join the ancestors, and we are left with a void in our ranks. It seems fitting that the hero who fought at his side, who displayed courage and valor immeasurable, should succeed him.
Let us all give honor to the Grand Master. May he lead us with strength and wisdom. Monks, our greatest challenge still lies ahead. Under our new master, we will send a message of defiance to our enemies. They will not take our home without a fight.
Stay strong in this time of unrest.
Yeah, there's just a Sindorai out there hanging out. So,
we serve all of Azeroth.
Let's get Resto out of the way first this time. Long ago, the last Pandaran Emperor used this staff, Shaman, to shroud Pandaria in mists. I actually referenced this even. The staff has remained at the Terrace of Eternal Spring for generations. When the Legion attacked Pandaria, the Shadowpan defenders rushed to secure the area. They haven't reported back. The staff must not fall into the wrong hands.
You are a beacon of light in the darkness.
As you wish, Grandmaster.
Evil cannot take root if our hearts stay pure.
Ah, Shaylun, the legendary staff wielded by Shao Hao. If the Legion were to acquire this weapon, they could unleash untold horrors on the whole continent. It must be stopped. If you want to get to the terrace as fast as possible, you should hitch a ride directly to the mainland. Tak is skulking around west of the temple.
We will not rest.
Wait, seriously? You brought Tak here? You did. Hello, Tak.
Where we going?
Pandaran rites so boring. Wisdom. Not enough dukin.
We done? Okie doke. Okie doke. Back to Pandaria. This place smells like turtle anyways.
I wonder why.
Pandaria looking real bad. Ain't seen this much gerb jabbing since that big orc guy duked up the veil.
It's a really good kite, Schmidolf. Look, you're just going to have to hand-wave a lot of the travel stuff that happens in this expansion. This is not the first or 15th time we've just been like, let's casually go across continents. It's a short trip.
Oh, you too late. Them wob gobblers done took this place. What you need?
So, yeah, speaking of the Fell reaching the Vale, here we are.
I put you down here. Tak-Tak do what he do best. Nothing.
Thanks, Tak-Tak. Appreciate you. Taranzu?
Bless the crane. A healer.
You alright, dude? You need some help? You look kind of bad there. You look kind of... You gonna be okay, buddy? Said I can only heal you if you admit that Garrosh did nothing. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Here, I got you back.
The Legion knows the importance of this sacred... Thank you, hero. The sacred waters have already been corrupted. If you help me rescue the others, we may be able to reclaim this place. I will need your healing powers, champion. I cannot face this demon alone.
I got your back.
If your Legion wants Pandaria, you will have to get through us!
Okay, you're gonna have to do a lot more damage than that, Taranzu. Okay, hang on. Let me help you out here a little bit, huh? Top you off, first of all. Look, it's not my fault. My heals are amazing, okay? I guess it is my fault. Never mind, it's my fault. I'll take it. I'll own it. Oh, Taranzu's about to die. Zoo, could you tank properly? I am a DPS! God damn it. Fine. You know what? Go away. God dang it. You know, I'm not sure, J. Palmer, but I have a feeling what would happen shortly thereafter is my death, too. And yeah, then the scenario fails, and then we start over. There we go. Get out here and help.
I am right behind you.
Oh my god, Taranzu, quit it. Crap. Well, this is a problem. This is like so many of my pugs right here. Would you guys do your job and kill these things, please? But I am a DPS. Exactly. No, you don't understand. A DPS's job is to never actually do any damage. Get up.
Be gone, beast. Your shameful crusade ends here.
Come, that monster has already spread his corruption to the waters above. We must act quickly.
I don't agree with that at all, Mr. Floyd. First of all, him being sad for too long isn't really true, especially given the fact that he basically left the narrative.
We must work together. Champion, we will follow your lead. How do you wish to deploy the Shadow Pan?
Second of all, Doomhammer doesn't, like, Doomhammer might symbolically be a neat thing and all, but it's not an artifact weapon anymore. Its power has been drained from it. It's just a big hammer now. So, sure, I could be like a symbolic gesture to Thrall, but doesn't he actually have Doomhammer anyways?
Welcome.
Fight all out.
Ready when you are.
Let's get down to business.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I'm sorry for being dumb, but, like, what's the difference at that point? I'm wielding an axe or a hammer. I was going to say, also, the Doomhammer isn't exactly a source of positivity for Thrall. Hey, here's the weapon that this guy who led the demonic horde used. Yeah, no. I'm actually with Huthor's overall idea. We need to just kind of distance ourselves from the horde. That is to say, the demonic horde as much as possible. He's also had his axe for a while now at this point. I'm going to keep telling all of them to be super aggressive.
Let's light them up.
And then I'm going to die.
We are outnumbered, but not outwitted.
Burn, baby, burn.
Hey, Lee was always terrifying to do dailies with. Good way to get killed, too. Okay, guys, don't spread too much. Oh, I hate it when the DPS split out. And FF14 or in WoW. Okay, so let's get some stuff rolling. Oh my god, I asked for this. I don't know if you caught that, but you can actually set the difficulty of this fight as a healer. And yeah, they're definitely taking more damage. As predicted.
It is done! You have done a great service for Pandaria. There it is. The staff of our last emperor. You have proven yourself worthy to wield it, friend of the Shadow Pan.
Thanks.
Ah, 10,000 years ago, Emperor Shaohao used that very staff to cloak our land in a veil of mists, hiding us from the Burning Legion. But this time, the Pandaren will not hide away. We choose to fight! Turn the Emperor's staff against the Legion, champion. We will be right behind you.
Okay, that was short but sweet. I liked it. Oh, whoops, I should probably actually go over here where Tac actually is.
How's it juking?
Let's go ahead and get a heal staff on here. Wookin' crook, you got the Emperor's staff. Does that make you the Emperor now? That makes me like the Monkey King. He does a little dance.
Bye-bye.
I need to go back to the Wandering Isle, Your Majesty.
Back to Turtle. This place...
Thank you, my friend. May the White Tiger bless your campaign against our foes.
He's busy with the Shaman right now. See you around, J. Palmer. Get some good rest. What would be interesting is if Metzen reaches out to his real-life children and says, "So, what class do you want your character to be?" That's what I'd do. Like, alright, Mini Z. Here's the classes. Yeah, we don't need a second shaman. Shaman and shaman? Nah, gotta be something different. Hi, Bragwin.
We are a force of balance in a chaotic ocean. We serve all of Azeroth.
Suppose I could show these off.
Good luck, Grandmaster.
Come on, there we go. So here's our Staff of the Mists. Fairly basic-y stuff. We've got the improved version, which as usual is just like a remixed version of the original. This one's kind of cool. It's got the Jade Serpent there, plus the gong. This one's a Shaw version, because we're terrifying. And then we've got the White Crane one, which I actually really like. We'll stick with this one, I think.
Beware of Yeti!
Good to see you again, Grandmaster.
Let's do Brewmaster next.
Hail. Walk with the Earth Mother.
Stormheim, as usual. One of these days we'll actually do Stormheim. Oh, there it is.
Ow. Be careful.
Yeah, that's fine. This weirds me out not being able to fly here. No good reason why, it just throws me. It's one of the very, very few zones in the game where you can't fly, ever. There you are.
Stay strong in this time of unrest. Evil cannot take root if our hearts stay pure.
Legend tells us, long ago a staff was formed from the first tree to grow on Pandaria. It is said the bearer of that staff cannot be harmed by any weapon. It is said the staff was last possessed by the Monkey King. Because for some reason the Monkey King is our Brewmaster representative.
Force of balance
Instead of, I don't know, Chen Stormsout. Just random thought. Huzan! A wise choice. If the legends are true, it's probably essential to our cause. We believe the staff possessed by the Monkey King would be the fabled Huzan, yet no one's seen him or the weapon for over a year. The Monkey King was last spotted at Xi'an Monastery. Be prepared for anything. He's known for being less than forthcoming.
We will not rest until the...
That's a word for it. Oh god. Who are you? I'm Thrall's son, and I want to see rivers of blood and mountains of skulls. I will have my world. Are you sure? Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Grandmaster, have you seen Lily? She is late for training again.
I have not.
My staff and keg are pledged to you, Grandmaster. Call upon me, and I will fight for our order.
Let's go see if we can find Lily.
Your gold is welcome here.
Fine.
Be ready for anything.
I'll take your terrible, terrible helmet and then immediately throw it on the ground right in front of you.
What's up?
worry. I've got your back.
An orc paladin does sound pretty cool, actually. And there's nothing preventing it, like logically speaking.
We shall meet again. I will need a drink after this.
That's true. If orcs can be priests, there's nothing preventing them from being paladins. Which then answers Lord Harrow's question. Although in lore, I don't recall an orc priest.
What you need? Take off!
Like martially in lore, Pillars of Snow, or do you mean like best design, best, most positives? That's true, Huthor. We do have the Lightbound orcs before they all died. So there's a Royal Grooker. Gotta have a Royal Grooker.
To ask a thing? What does you want from Monkey King?
He's got 2 Royal Grookers. Oh my gosh. You want my staff? You make me laugh. You say you want my help this time? Okay then. Here is rhyme. 3 no riddles all I ask. 3 true answers are your task. Prove you're smart, show you're worth it. Answer the king and we'll unearth it.
Off!
Do you seek my weapon? Better ask me my question. I seek something curvy and bendy, but with no spine. It rushes and rushes, leaving chaos behind. Sometimes it brings life, sometimes it brings death. A little is good, but a lot steals your breath. It's as common as dirt, but this part's obscure. This stuff comes from a pool that's known to be pure. It's a river, obviously.
Shaman!
My weapon is great when in a fight. It's even handy when you sit for a bite. My favorite flask I've tied on it, hanging from a cord. The brews within are some of the best I've ever scored. If you seek my weapon, then bring me something nice to put in my belly. A strong, powerful brew, something strong and smelly.
Ha! Good
This is Pandaria. Do you know how little that narrows it down?
Off!
My weapon is strong, but not for attacking. Protecting the weak is what it's enacting. In the valley are people who till the land from dawn to night. The fruits of their labor you must show me tonight. Sacks of grain are what I require. Not just anyone do, only those kissed by fire.
Ha! Good one!
Okay. Oh, Legion of Big Ick. Icky. But yes, we've already done all of the Warlock stuff, except for, of course, the Order Halls, since we haven't even started the Order Halls yet. Honestly, Paladin is my go-to answer for that, Pillars of Snow. You've got a lot of Paladins from a lot of Orders, and they're all kind of unified. And yeah, end statement, I suppose. And a Paladin, by definition, is someone trained for war. My follow-up would be the Tirisgard, Mage, for more or less the same reason. Oh yeah, then there's the Valorjar. That's it, just wanted to acknowledge that they exist for a second. Right, Brewmaster. Oh jeez, it's been a minute.
Die by my blade!
Yep. The Legion are just burning grain because they're the Legion. That's sort of what they do. Oh, they all are Pillars of Snow. But, like, for example, even though the Warlocks are probably technically the strongest if you were to look at it statistically or mathematically, I don't think they'd be as good of a unified front as, say, the Paladins or, again, Mages. Monks would be pretty decent, too, for more or less the same reason.
Tasty meats for me to eat!
Rogues have a lot of influence, but not in the same way. If you're fielding your rogues on the field of battle directly, then you're probably doing something wrong. The Illidari are top tier. They are, by definition, the elite. But as you say, there's only so many of them.
This here wicked is making good speed, but with my other riddles, can this one succeed?
Yeah, then there's the Death Knights. I was deliberately leaving them out because...
Hey, you're not supposed to be here!
Well, they've got their own things going on. Of course, the whole point is... Oh, hello.
No! You no take! I kills the thief!
Aren't you the thief?
What smells like Duke? Oh, it is this strong brew. Hey, Wicked, watch out! Don't spill it on you!
Thanks. But that's the whole point, isn't it? Is you get the rogues behind, you got the priests in the back, you got the Death Knights and the Paladins up front, you got the mages providing artillery support. You get it. Each order hall combined makes an army. A really, really high-tier army. And that's how we survive Legion. Could you stop burning things randomly, please? Is that a thing you could do? Is that a fell water elemental?
That's one, and that's two. Ah, yes, that is three. Now we find out if right Wicked be.
The monks are actually providing support in lore. We'll talk about that when we get to their order hall.
Yep. Shaman.
Ah, it returns as Wicked brought what I'm looking for.
Ooh.
The splashy spirit core holds far more water than you think, enough to fill a big bowl or a small sink. I bet we can find good use for it, like squeezing it out to make Ook an excellent slurp.
Ha! Good one!
It returns as Wicked brought what I'm looking for. There's a hint of sulfur in the brew.
Off!
Them greenies are really curious about this smelly brew. It's powerful and smelly. I wonder, is it delicious too?
Shaman.
Ah, it returns.
Ooh.
For this grain, the Wickets work real hard. They toil and struggle so they do not starve. With these bags safe from greenies, we should do the right thing and give them back. Okay, maybe we take a bit for ourselves. Maybe just one sack.
Off!
My riddles you solved, but your job is not complete. Meet me at Jade Serpent Temple for the answers you seek.
Shaman, there be one more test before I tell you my tale. Meet at Jade Serpent's Temple for the mixins go stale.
I would, but I'm stuck in combat with something else. See, what I would do is I'd make, like, a really interesting mixed unit army. Like, okay, one Warlock, one Priest, one Druid, one Shaman, and then, like, say, 2 Paladins, maybe 3 Paladins, 2 Mages, 1 Monk in the back. The Rogues aren't even part of the mixed unit. They're over there, doing their own thing. And let's say 2 Death Knights. And no Warriors, because they're busy, right? Those shoes don't polish themselves. And someone's got to get me a sandwich! So, I'm probably missing something in there. The evokers are off with Chromie, and Chromie's like, nope, hang on. You can roll, you can hit, you can even shoot flaming spit. But can your training you heed? Hasty brew is what I need. These goodies you've gathered are what you must mix. Wait.
Put the pot on
Is this another of these? Oh my god, it is.
Wicked's trial can start. Get moving, Wicked. Let the trial begin. Making sweet hose and slurp is the way you can win. The pot's getting hotter. Add a wee splash of what looking good, you. Smelling good, too. That brew, it smells a little plain. Wicked, add a pinch more grain. Looking good, you. Smelling good, too.
I get it. They wanted us to brew.
But it needs strong scent, too. Open the keg and add smelly brew. Yup, that's the ticket. Keep it up, clever Wicked.
I get the point. We're a brewmaster. They wanted us to brew, but, like, surely they could have come up with something
Time for
else.
the Wicked to add the next mixin'. Toss in a banana, that'd be the right fixin'. Good going, Wicked. You know how to dig it. This hose and brew is just the thing. Its taste be fit for the Monkey King! What's cooking?
Ah, this brew be excellent. It tastes the best. You proved yourself well. Now I'll tell you where my staff rests.
Oh!
My staff was strong and mighty without peer, but since I not its master, in time it would disappear. The staff was a gift from the Jade Serpent Yulon, but only for a single task. With my work finished, to her again it passed. Yulon be the staff's keeper, holding it for those who are blessed. Go now to see her, to announce your request.
Shaman!
Is this Jade Temple still on fire from all the Shah? Hello?
Whatever happened to this place? It put sad look on Wicked's face.
Help, masters! Demons are ransacking the temple!
Got it.
Jade Serpent fights the invaders inside, while we hold the gate for survivors to escape. Several scribes are missing, and I fear the worst. Please, help us.
Yulon's strong as a mountain, and quick as a bee. But even a mountain's worn down by the sea. These walls right here look easy to climb. Jade Serpent's the one the king go to find.
We're counting on you to rescue our scribes.
Okay, I can do that. What are you doing?
We'll feast on your flesh and devour your soul!
Will you, though?
Quickly, grab them!
You have too many eyes, buddy. Have you considered joining the old gods? They like the multiple eye thing. You know, might be right up your alley. Black Temple music for some reason. Hello, Nerzos. You can tell these quests were made before the AoE nerf. That was BFA, wasn't it? And for the record, not something I'm in favor of, still.
Such delicious knowledge.
Could you stop eating all the scrolls, literally?
Another The mind to feed on.
Wait. Did they actually kill him off? Oh my god. He survived the Shaw only to die to the Legion. You assholes. He was the only one of these people who actually lived through the Shaw attack and wasn't affected by doubt.
Oh, my head. Thank you, hero. I would have been that monster's next meal. A stone step. Oh, your sacrifice will not be in vain.
It is him. That is him.
Come here.
God damn it.
Danger is near.
I'm actually upset about that. He was the only one who survived.
Yulan be in trouble. Let's get to her side and give aid on the double.
I know. It's Legion.
Good. Come, Wicked. This way. There's greenies about, but we've no time to play.
I'm coming too.
I just didn't remember it was him. There was us. I've done all of this stuff before, but my memory isn't that perfect.
You should not be here, little ones. The Burning Legion's attacks are relentless. Even I have suffered many wounds.
Jade Serpent taught me, king do what king must. We're not gonna leave you. There's greenies to bust.
Prepare yourself. Our foes are approaching.
In Sargeras' name.
Another group! They can't keep coming forever.
Well, actually, there's a reason they call them the Legion. Don't know and know, respectively, Master Man. We know it takes a minute. It doesn't happen instantaneously. We do see that Manaroth, for example, hadn't regenerated by the events of the Hellfire Citadel raid. Even though he died quite a bit before that, like several years before that. So that gives us a bit of a range there. We also know that Sargeras has come up with a way to speed that up considerably. We'll talk about that much later, because that's not relevant right now. That would make sense as Minister. It would also make sense for why someone like Archimonde was kind of absent the narrative for like 30 years.
I am renewed. Come, little ones. Let us put an end to this invasion.
They never go into hard numbers, but yeah, I'd be surprised if they didn't have like 1 billion plus troops.
Allies will not help you, little snake. Your doom is at hand.
Heroes, your fight is with Corythus. I'll protect you from his winged monstrosity.
What about a spaceship?
So be it. Come, mortals. Your death awaits.
I mean, once you pass the 1 billion marker, the numbers stop mattering. It's pretty much every demon in the galaxy. And also they can come back.
This changes nothing. Your world.
You have learned well how to fight these creatures, but this will be only one of many battles. This is Fuzan. Take it. May it shield you in the dark times ahead.
Yeah, exactly. To both Off the Deep End and Master Man. Once you get to the billion range, it's just, yeah, whole other level of troop size. Excuse me.
Woohoo! Wicked, that's the way. Groot the Greedies, save the day. The weapon's blessing don't come free. With courage, face your destiny.
Fuzan has chosen a new companion. Great deeds and great trials await you, little one. For now, you should return home to rest and prepare for what is to come.
Does it have to do with that giant spaceship behind you?
My gratitude. Allow me to see you home.
Oh, I have no idea, Logue. Thousands, tens of thousands. At the Broken Shore, we see literally dozens of demon lords on one battlefield at the same time.
Farewell, little one.
Sargeras has known where Azeroth is for quite a while, yes. Harrows. What's a harrow, Logue?
You are a beacon of light in the darkness.
So, one last one. Travelers returning to the Isle from abroad brought with them an intriguing tale, a pair of hand blades said to bear the power of the storm? That's weird.
Stay strong in this time of unrest.
Nothing. There's next to nothing in our records about this weapon. I've checked and rechecked and can only find a shred of a tale. It can only mean the story comes from a land outside of Pandaria. Lily Stormstout is young, but she is the most traveled in the entire Isle, except for you. If anyone might know of this weapon, it is she.
Evil cannot take root if our hearts stay pure.
Oh, right. The Tor ship. Yeah, no, I could see that, Luke. And yes, the Eldar do exist in Warhammer 40k.
Good to see you again.
Other than their Slanesh thing. I don't actually know much about the Eldar lore, though.
Farewell.
Oh, uh-huh.
I didn't think visiting Pop was going to be a good idea. All I do is sit around and eat. Ugh. Even Big Bro would rather hang out in the tavern instead of exploring. Boring. I've heard that you know a tale describing a set of mysterious handblades. Yeah. Let me think. I heard it back when Uncle Chen and I were traveling the world in that series of books. No, seriously, that's actually a thing. We were in a Booty Bay one night, staying in a place called the Salty Sailor. We met a giant creature who was called the Tolvir. We chatted for a while, and he told me of his homeland, a place covered in sand called Oldham. Yeah, I've been there. It's really dry and covered with sand like a big kitty box. I briefly went there with my Uncle Chen. Again, during the books. They were kids' books. They were actually pretty good. So according to the story, thousands of years ago, there was a smith called Ermot who used to live there. The smith was known throughout all the land for his excellent work in creating magical weapons that represent air spirits that live there. His finest work was said to be a set of hand blades that were formed from the essence of pure air. The story goes, he attempted to summon the Lord of the Winds to imbue the weapons with his power. That didn't go well for him. According to the story, the Lord of Air was filled with great wrath and decided to play a trick on him. He imbued the weapons with the purest form of his essence, knowing that Ermot couldn't wield such power. Ermot named his creation the Fist of the Heavens and held him to the sky to admire his work. That was a mistake, for when he did it, it conjured a vortex of whirling sand and air that was completely out of his control. The vortex scattered his blades and buried his home under the desert sands.
Wanjar
Oh my god.
Take me with
Oh my god, we
you.
gotta get out of here. They're singing.
What you doing?
They're singing.
Okay,
They're singing.
see you around.
They're singing.
All right.
Run!
Okay, Pop. It's been something. I need to get on with my travels.
Lily, I told you I don't want you going off on your own again.
Yeah, it's because you're a horrible human being.
I thought you might say that. Look, I have a guardian, and it's even the master of the monks. I'll be fine.
Clearly, nothing I say is going to change your mind. Fine. Go on your adventure. Just come back to me unharmed.
Yay! Okay, let's go.
I'm not actually a big fan of Sean Poe. I mean, yeah, I get it. Overprotective father, blah, blah, blah. But he's kind of a dick about it.
And Mr. Crane can fly me to Uldum. Here, you can use my kite to follow us.
And, yeah, he's very negligent is the word I want to use.
Mr. Crane, here's 2 juicy fish if you'll take me to Uldum.
Ignore the old gods. Ignore the old gods. Okay, for real, I think I need to go back to the past. Although, the Black Empire calls to me. Its dark eye sees directly into my... sorry. What was I doing? What's that giant sword in the distance? Romy! Romy!
Light be with you. Safe travels.
Okay. Bright skies. And no sword. Check it out. Which makes sense if you think about it.
This is so cool.
What took you so long? Well, you're traveling the long way. I've been doing some research on my own. King Pharaoh's offered to help me as long as we take care of the problem for him. I'm sure he can help with whatever it is.
Bye now.
Welcome to my lands, human. The little one told me you seek information on the legend of Urmot.
Do you bring news?
I know the tale of Urmot well. It said that his home was in the ancient city of Amtul, long buried in the desert sands. Recently, a strange storm has appeared over the ruins, and what's more, I'm told an elemental called Nader has attacked my people in nearby lands. These events must be related. Find this Nader, put an end to him. Make sure to search his bodies for clues.
We will protect
body, singular. He only has one. No, come back! Yeah, like I said, what sword? Ain't nothing there. And there's no giant rip in the sky for all to see from literally any zone in the entire game. Well, as long as you're on Azeroth. Oh. Found an essence of a whirlwind. Interesting. And he's working for Lord Typhinius. You think they just sit around all day thinking out new names for themselves?
Today, Grandmaster.
What shall I call myself? I am Typhlosion.
Farewell.
Hail, adventurer.
So?
Our power is in our people. How may Ramkahan aid you?
This stone is saturated with elemental power, possibly the remnant of the magic used against Urmot. If you go outside and held the stone aloft, you would unleash the stone's essence as a whirlwind. So potent a windstorm could carry you and your companion all the way to Skywall. Yeah, I could fly. If the handblades of Urmot, the fists of the heavens, are as powerful as the old tales say, they would certainly be found there.
Ooh, magic! Hurry up, let's see what it does.
That's the worst possible reaction to seeing magic in any setting. Especially this one. Get me out of this thing.
Oh, my head still feels like it's spinning. Hey, what's going on over there? Hello? Hi!
Why?
Mortals in my domain. They must not disrupt my plans. Slaughter them!
They don't look so happy to see us.
Yeah, is that... Like, are you guys cool? Can I get you a lozenge, maybe?
These tornadoes simply won't do. Want to see a trick my Uncle Chen taught me?
Sure.
Bet you can't catch me!
You are probably correct. Look, he's an air elemental. He's already got air for brains, Magister.
Pretty neat, huh? Look at those big sparking orbs. I wonder what happens if we poke one.
Nothing? I actually thought that was a good one. I'm all sad. I know. You shouldn't encourage me. Last night at dinner, my niece told a joke. Specifically to me. She did it because she thought I would like it, and she was quite correct. Guy goes to a car dealership. It's like, hey.
It's that big ugly guy again.
Puny mortals, you tread in my realm now. There is no one to save you.
Blah, blah, blah. You know, you sure do talk a lot.
Thank you, Lily.
Insolent whelps! Witness the powers at my command! Aborak! Waraidhya!
Oh, but... The guy goes to a car dealership. He's like, hey, what are the specs in this car? And he starts listening to music, and the guy interrupts. He's like, hang on, cargo space? The guy says, no. Cargo road.
A small victory. Enjoy it while you can. Come forth, servants of the storm! Defend your master!
How do you haven't ascended? Who was this?
Nasir! Answer your master's call!
Can't we all just get along? No? Okay then, you asked for it.
Yeah, seriously, we're not here to fight you. I mean, I guess we kind of are, but not really on purpose, you know?
Acceptable! Malazan, destroy them, or I will cast your miserable essence to Deepholm!
Is that really a threat? You should be leveling at your own minions who are currently losing battles for you.
These mortals will not die! Zawarak, defend your master!
Holy smokes! Dragon!
Yeah, it's about a correct reaction to seeing a dragon coming to kill us. Dragon!
It's taking off!
Yes, that's what dragons do. He probably doesn't want to die.
Or not.
I withdraw my previous statement. Listen, you can fly from here, you can die. I don't care which.
Oh, hold on! I'll figure out some way to follow you! Just hold on!
Now listen, I don't like you and you don't like me. But I give you neck pets. And I'm gonna go kill your boss. Is that cool? He doesn't even let them unionize.
Do me a favor and never tell Uncle Chen I was this high up, okay?
Are all of my servants weaklings? Fine. I shall end you myself. My winds shall rip you apart.
Boop.
Awesome! I was like, oh no! And you were like, leave it to me!
Actually, yeah. Fun fact, the Shaman Order Hall is actually going to follow through on the events of this. Because interconnectivity was kind of the name of the game in Legion.
This has been a fantastic adventure! We explored the desert, punched a dragon in the face, and even got you something shiny. All this adventuring's making me sleepy. Let's head back to the Wandering Isle.
I can teleport there. How are you gonna... Okay, let's ride a kite from Oldham to the Wandering Isle. No, he was the one who was trying to take the position that Alakir vacated. I think there's like one other dude who's pushing for the thing, and then, well, then there's the guy that we will push into the position.
Hey!
That was a fantastic trip. We really should do this thing more often. Now you have those blades, I bet there's going to be a bunch of adventures ahead. Maybe I should stick around here for a little while.
What? You've gotta go already?
They do have good food. And terrible music. And Worgen monks. Alright. Yeah, they do some good stuff with it, with the Pandara music. I don't know if this is a repeat from Pandaria, or this is one of the new ones for Legion. I'm not actually sure.
I have many wares.
I think I'm going to take an early lunch.
Friend of the Grummels.
I'm going to indulge in that. But before I do, give me a second. I'm curious of something. So that's Elemental 2. Resto 1. And then we go down to Monk. I mean, Paladin gear can be hard to get something that looks good without looking ridiculous. They do like their banana mog, don't they? So let's see. We just did Windwalker, Brewmaster, Mistweaver. When we come back from the lunch break, we'll be doing order halls, by the way. But again, give me one sec. I want to tabulate something. So So, Shaman. Here we go. Enhancement. And then Elemental. 1 for Resto. And Monk. This is kind of what I mean. Each individual class only gets like a grand total like 4 or 8 or so pluses to quests, which is a little bit ahead of FF14 stuff, but not by much. And then again, there's Dark Knight, which is just destroying everything. That being said, I have a feeling Death Knight and Rogue will beat Dark Knight in the end, because those order halls are legit. Let's see. So, Brewmaster and Windwaker. Or Windwalker. Whatever. I think it's it. Okay. So, as of right now, just the artifact quests, right? So right now the lineup is... Rogue is at the top. Try to be shocked in terms of overall quality. Immediately behind Rogue is Shaman and Priest, which that tracks for me. I should mention that Priest actually has some negatives and it's still winning that particular battle. That's kind of impressive. After those would be Mage, then Monk, Hunter, and Druid equally. And at the very frickin' bottom, Warrior. Yeah. Also, I just realized that I'm an idiot. Paladin... Did I mention Paladin? Paladin's pretty far down. And... Warlock... Where's Warlock? Warlock's pretty good. Warlock's one of the tied for... I think it's third. I didn't mention Demonhunter. And that's because I'm a moron. When my 2 brain cells that exist in there occasionally get near each other, they immediately run in different directions as fast as they possibly can. Hunter also got a couple of negatives. It still managed to be pretty decent. No lunch break for me. That's okay. It's my own punishment for being stupid. So let's do Demonhunter. I would say there are several personally.
I'm glad Corvus was able to find you quickly.
That's just me. Hey, Ultras. How are things?
Yes, I can see you. What do you want?
Illidan and I may have disagreed, but he was unarguably powerful. He was pivotal in vanquishing some of the Legion's most powerful soldiers. However, that may not matter much longer. There are 2 pairs of blades rumored to be more powerful than Illidan's that may be within reach. Regrettably, our numbers are too few to hunt both while maintaining our vigil. I fear a window of opportunity is waning quickly. As ranking Illidari, the decision falls to you.
Than the Legion's destruction.
The mighty Eldrachi won, one of the few to stand against the Burning Legion. It took Sargeras to fell their greatest champion, seizing his warblades in the process. Now the traitorous Illidari Carla, servant of Kil'jaeden, wields the infamous warblades. The more souls she claimed, the more powerful she becomes. Hey! That sounds familiar, and yes, that's our 3rd soul hunger thing. LGAs, Loke.
Azeroth must not fall. If we don't meet Alari led a small army to follow a lead on the Warblades. We may have finally found them.
Carla Felso was a bright student and a Legion traitor. In her treason, she was bestowed the Eldrachi Warblades, the soul-rending blades of Eldrachi's greatest champion. We sent a small force to find Carla, but we have not heard words since. Jace has a Legion communicator he believes we can use to reach them. We just need a power source. Perhaps you could see if Khadgar has anything we could use? I'm afraid our allies are few. Yeah, that's the problem with being the pragmatic do whatever is required to win people. We don't tend to be very popular at parties.
Consulars, this is the Demonhunter I spoke of.
Evening. Where's Jaina? Who?
We will defend Azeroth together.
It's good to see you again. If there's anything I could do to help you take the fight to the Legion, just let me know.
Always happy to help.
Legion Communicator. You know what? I think I have something in my lockbox. It's just the ticket.
I have just the thing. Follow me.
Hello, Chromie. We're not doing your stuff.
Hold on just a moment. I fear I'm a bit of a pack rat.
Okay.
Now, let's see. Apexis crystals? No, those won't do at all.
Nobody cares about those.
I must have put it over here. Arcane powder. Soul shards. No, that's definitely not it.
Why do you have...
Aha! Here we are. A crystallized soul. That ought to do the trick. Would you mind grabbing it? These crystals tend to have an adverse effect on non-demonic beings.
Sure. Thank you, Khadgar. Whose soul is this? Was this? You can hear a faint scream coming from deep within.
You've arrived just in time.
Always happy to help a friend.
Remain vigilant.
Don't need to thank me. Just promise you won't accidentally blow up anything in the city. Our repair bills are already astronomical.
It is a world
The crystallized soul should power your communicator long enough to reach your allies. I urge you to be cautious. If that device is of Legion origin, then you never know who among its creators might overhear your message. Yeah.
Be careful. You're tapping into magic even Illidan would have considered dangerous.
Yeah, but he would have recklessly done it anyways. The difference is we're actually taking precautions. Hold on. We need to do something. This is very important. Oh, right. I'm Alliance. Did you know I'm playing an Alliance character? Because I didn't. Damn it. Winlock is right, though. The difference, I want to say it's impossible to compare WoW stories to FF14 stories, but you're right. The Dark Knight story, to use a direct example, is very, very much our story. 100%. And FF14 dips in and out of that, but the really, really, really good stories in FF14 tend to be very, very character-centric. Now, the WoW ones tend to be as well, but a lot of them tend to be focused on that guy over there. Hang on, we have to use Auctioneer Jackson. Very important. Wow, those are actually expensive. I can make that work. She's probably been dead for years at this point, Master. At the very least, a while. Sorry, spoilers. Don't look at this. Don't look at this. None of this exists. None of this exists. We'll go with Fel, I think. Alright, there's an auction. I keep forgetting there's an auction house here. Which is here? No. Here.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
Don't listen to her. She doesn't exist.
My thanks for your patronage.
Yeah, there's an auction house right here. Alright, I should probably actually grab the damn damn thing first.
Our forged paths intertwine.
It is interesting, though, as and this might just be an insight into how my brain works. But several of my favorite cutscenes, which I can't even talk about for spoilers, in Final Fantasy XIV are all things that come from other characters other than my own.
You need something?
Again, that might just be a me
Light
thing.
bless you.
There we go. Much better. Sorry about that little delay. I should have known after Valdrakken, but then again, it took me forever to recognize that Valdrakken had an auction house, too. For those of you not aware, it was policy for years to have the auction houses be stuck back in Stormwind and Orgrimmar. It was only much more recently they started putting them in the new capital cities. What is that mount? Oh, it's a PvP mount. Okay.
We are all that stands between the Legion and annihilation.
Do the Archmage have anything of use?
Trust in Lord Illidan's.
Yes, that will do nicely. Release its energy to activate the communicator. It should already be configured to contact Alari and her forces. If Carla's out there, we will find her and we'll make her suffer for her transgressions.
Death to the Legion. Alari, report in. Have you located the Warblades?
Yes. Carrier! Broken shore! Heavy resistance! Damn it all! Incoming!
We have their position. That'll have to do. Azeroth must not fall.
I have an idea.
Okay, what's your idea? Caria lies in the very heart of Legion territory. They'll see our forces immediately if we try to launch out an all-out attack. Failure is not an option. However, if you go alone, you might be able to slip by unnoticed long enough to avoid the brunt of the Legion army. Remember, Neverrip, this is not a rescue mission. The power of the Blades could tip the scale of the war in our favor. Alari and her men are expendable.
Suffer well. Show Caria no mercy.
Yeah, if there's one reason, above all others, that I think Dragonflight was a good step in the right direction, it's that their overall philosophy changed. Or, perhaps more accurately,
Finally, some good news.
that they were willing to change their philosophy. Might even be a better way to phrase that. Alari?
Caria left me for dead. The fool! My wounds are severe. I fear you must push ahead alone.
Okay.
I will join you as soon as I am able.
Yeah, don't worry. I actually understand that keeping my people alive is a good thing. Altruis.
Oh, I thought I sensed a paltry whelp, wandering where it shouldn't.
Watch out! Doomguard headed your way!
I'll reduce this entire canyon to rubble if I have to.
Try. Look, it's Warcraft 3, okay? Units can just talk on the map, and everyone can just hear them.
approach. Do not fail me.
Oh, that's interesting.
Do you see those corpses? Their souls have been torn right out of their bodies.
Yeah, we're fighting the Legion, Laurie. That is a lot of bodies right there. Jesus Christ.
What's that smell? Is that illy body?
Oh, hey, another pit lord.
Carrion must complete her work. You will not interfere. We shall keep alive. Such delicious elven flesh.
Believe it or not, this guy's a reference to Warcraft 3.
That awaits you.
And he's Scottish. Don't ask questions.
Ah! I'm hit!
Yeah, you're under like a body of infernals and pit lord. You okay there, Alari?
You must continue. The Warblades are worth any sacrifice.
Yeah, but like, we need demon hunters too.
Secure a way out of here. Karia is yours.
Like, even if I have no morality and don't care about you as a person, you're a valuable resource, lady. By the way, did you notice that there's several Argents in this pile as well? And if you're paying attention, this is the part of the Broken Shore where Balnazar laid his trap for the Paladin. That would make a weirdly large amount of sense, little Billy.
The ritual is nearly ready. Stop them, you mongrels!
Yeah, I'm a tank. I'm a demon hunter tank.
Claim every soul on this pathetic world.
Do you really think you bring anything to this table here?
For every soul I claim, my power grows. I will rule this world. All worlds!
Huh. So, about that.
Yes. Do you win? I will be reborn.
How did you get in here? I will succeed from my boss. Oh, I'm dead. Idiot. Give me those. I love the backward curve look.
Well fought. But Legion reinforcements are approaching as we speak. We must depart.
Wow. For the first time as we've been doing this, these are actually an upgrade barely. They're item level 6 to item level 10. Thanks for the lift, Alari. Glad I didn't throw away a valuable asset like an idiot would. God. Willing to take losses does not mean eager to take losses, you morons. And yes, Blue Fusion rolled.
You're alive.
Yeah.
The Warblades are even more impressive in person.
We are all that stands between the Legion and annihilation.
What are the others? Did they... Let's see. They gave their lives for a worthy cause. The Warblades will change the tide of this war, mark my words.
Do not.
Along with the other 34 artifacts that we just got. That's right. She glances at your glaives, her eyes widening. I'm excited to see what those can do in person. Maybe we could spar a bit before our next hunt. While you were gone, we built a camp over off the landing to help us with Legion movements. You should head there right away. Jason needs your help with something.
I think you'll enjoy the view. Let's go.
So, one of the things I actually love most about this little tidbit here, remember, flying was a Din Legion at launch. So, there are very few reasonable ways to reach that spot over there, which is the Demonhunter Order Hall. Unless you have Glide.
I see your hunt was a success. I had no doubt it would be, of course.
Uh-huh.
Lord Illidan knows the way.
I have exciting news to share.
If we don't meet again, die well.
I was able to make contact with our forces on Mardum. They secured the Fellhammer after departure all those years ago and have held it ever since. Malevolence has utilized the ship's warp systems to transport the bulk of our forces aboard, but doing so greatly taxes what little power remains. I believe there's a better way. Your glaives carry a piece of the power of Kil'jaeden. You should be able to use them to power a permanent gateway to the Fellhammer.
These demon souls will power the gateway. On your mark.
Nom nom nom.
Your souls are forfeit.
Ready when you are, dear.
Oh, wow. That's been a minute, hasn't it?
There we are. Lovely work as always.
My life is dedicated to destroying the Burning Legion.
Oh. Gateway's fully functional. I'm positively tingling with excitement. Do let Jason and the others know we've eagerly await your arrival. There's so much to do in ever so little time. You'll be joining us aboard, won't you?
Illidari, the gateway is open. To the Fellhammer!
See you soon, gorgeous. It's been far too long. Far too long.
Only been 6 years. Yeah, okay, that's a long time. So yeah, spoilers.
It's been far too long.
Oh god. Oh god.
Far too long.
Welcome to the Fellhammer.
I guess we'll do the tour later, but yeah, we have a freaking spaceship as our order hall. Oh yeah, nice little touch. They strung up the queen up there for all to see. Former leader of Mardum.
My life is dedicated to destroying the Burning Legion.
This place is built for war. It's exactly what we need to level the playing field.
Death to the Legion!
Although our forces have dutifully held the Citadel since your departure, we have been unable to access most of its resources. The Fellhammer can only be fully activated by those bearing the mark of a Legion Lord. Thankfully, you happen to have that mark.
Whenever you're ready.
It's been fought. Sorry.
This way. Your forces await. The Fellhammer is ours at last. Gaze upon the might of the Aldraki Warblades.
Yes, Tongue will fight beside you.
You may call upon the Coil Scar as well.
Our mission is not yet complete. We are all yours to command.
We will follow our champion into battle, and we will strike down the Legion once and for all! Glory to the Illidari!
And yeah, it makes sense. The Death Knights get into Necropolis. We should get one too.
I've sacrificed everything. The Legion will fall by our hands!
In conquering the Citadel, we obtained something I think would be of great use to you. I suggest you have him show you.
Don't follow anyone blindly. Think for yourself.
What? Of course, right this way.
That's true. The monks get a Loa.
Legion reinforcements arrived soon after you left for the Black Temple, destroying the portal behind you. Oh, it was a glorious battle. In the aftermath, we uncovered an ancient Nathrasine forge, used to create many of the Legion's most powerful weapons.
Hang on. Guys, can you settle down for a second, please?
Light must remember.
The plight of Azeroth is far more grave than we first thought.
You'll want to see this for yourself.
Gaze into the Nether Crucible. It will show you what we have seen.
Peas and carrots, peas and carrots.
Behold the Legion's primary gateway into Azeroth.
Yeah.
The Tomb of Sargeras.
I mean, we knew that, but, you know.
The situation is more dire than we knew. The demons have already infested the surrounding isles. We must act now, or I fear the situation will become unsalvageable. My life is dedicated to destroying the Burning Legion.
We must not underestimate the Legion. I fear they're even more powerful than we realized.
Do not
suffer well.
Do not suffer well.
Remember, nothing is more important than the Legion's destruction.
At least they've calmed down upstairs. Jeez Louise, guys. Fine, I'll go get the monk to get you some brew, okay? Do you want demon brew? We can make demon brew.
We are all that stands between the Legion and annihilation. Now we can use the Fellhammer to plan our assault on the Legion. All thanks to you. My life is dedicated. Every moment counts. You should return to Dalaran and secure passage to the Broken Isles at once.
Roma hect corta.
I want to beat you up for a minute. Okay, we're done. We're done.
We are all that stand. Thank you. I will not let you down.
Who are you? I'm kidding. Who's my other one? Oh yeah, Ultras.
Yes, I can see you. What do you want?
We've only just begun to change the way in which the Eldari operate, but already you make great strides. For to defeat the Legion, it must be done in concert with everyone working together, not just the Illidari standing alone. And not standing on the smoking husk of a world we have carelessly destroyed while trying to save it. Thank you, Ultras.
I am honored.
Lord Illidan knows the way.
You have selected your first two champions. There are great things ahead of us. She mutters something about not being one of them. Yeah, why don't we get Corvus, for God's sakes?
Remember,
she's the one from the cinematic.
More important than the Legion's destruction.
Anyways.
Tell whoever you're sending that the sooner Gardoon has his demonic toys, the sooner we'll have our new Ash-Tongue warriors.
I know, but like, we get Rando McLadyface instead of her as our first. Usually you get the significant people as your first champions, right? Get rid of this, get rid of this. Okay. So,
Azeroth must not fall.
These glaives belong to the former Demonhunter Veritas. Yes, that Veritas from Black Temple back in BC. The Burning Legion's master, Kil'jaeden the Deceiver, raised Veritas in the Twisting Nether and imbued his glaives with a piece of the Demon Lord's chaotic power.
If we don't meet again, die well.
Yes, yes, I must give in to the power within. Bounce, bounce, bounce. What were we talking about?
We are all that stands between the Legion and annihilation. Don't give in to the power.
Remember Veritas? He was once our lead trainer at Black Temple, but he fell early in the siege. Yeah, thanks to you. Corvus spotted the traitor amongst the Legion, wielding glaives imbued with power like any should have seen. The Kirin Tor have an Eridar lord interred in the Violet Hole that will know where the Veritas' base of operation is. The Hold's Warden has agreed to consider granting us access to him. Time to play the friendly diplomat.
Don't follow anyone blindly. Think for yourself.
Yeah, the problem is that'll probably never happen, Trihexia. Think about the numbers of the Legion. Let's assume for a moment that they, you know, have forces pouring out of that portal, which they do. And then they move out, but they still have the forces in the portal. And then they move further out, and then they still have the forces in the portal. And then they move further out. So you got like 4 waves of defenses to go through before you even reach the original waves. This is one of the reasons why the initial assault in the Broken Shore even happened. We were actually quite prepped for them, ironically. And the whole goal was to try and get there before it became an impregnable defense line, right? Also, the Fellstorm is not exactly, you know, doing the planet any favors.
The Eridar you're holding possesses critical information. We need a few minutes alone with him. I've sacrificed everything.
Let's get this done with. These bureaucrats are already testing my patience.
Death to the Legion. Remember, nothing is more important than the Legion's destruction.
Farewell.
Really quick, thank you, Croatia. As always. And thank you again, Croatia. For 3 years of support. I will jot down that anniversary sub. For Gothic, Mass Effect, Andromeda, KOTOR 2.
Welcome to the Violet Hold.
I don't trust your kind, Demonhunter. You and the Legion are all the same in my book. There's no time to explain. Please let us inside the hold, Warden.
So if you don't have time to explain, then I don't have time to waste on you. Nothing escapes these walls.
Let us inside or I'll show you the difference. Is that a threat? Need to remind you that you were surrounded by the guards in my prison. What do you have to lose either way?
Well then. Fair enough. Let's get this over with then.
That was entirely too easy to convince you.
You may enter the hold, but I will not put the lives of my guards at risk for your mission. Is that clear?
Sure.
Of course.
I just realized these are actually, like, not working out here because I'm the other spec. Oh God, where's my other glaive? God damn it. Really? Really?
Lower the barrier and evacuate the hold. These Illidari wish to exchange words with the Eridar. Follow me. I shall open the cell for you.
I'm going to stick with it for now. I want to see when and how we get relics. I'm quite curious, actually.
I will ensure no one interferes. The demon is all yours.
You would stand before me after so many of your kin have fallen? Release me now, and I may yet spare you.
Meet Taldath, one of the most powerful Eridar we've ever encountered. I'm sure you two will be fast friends.
Hi.
Remember, Demonhunter, you were never here.
Fool! You dare face me alone? Veridus will hunt down every one of your disgusting ilk. Pity you won't be around to witness.
Do not test our patience. Tell us where your master is, or die.
Vermin! My lord wields power beyond your comprehension! He will end you! Your efforts mean nothing! Soon all of Suramar will bow to my master's will.
Really?
That's all we needed. Finish him off.
The Twin Blades will be your end.
My life is dedicated to destroying the Burning Legion.
Suramar. It's only a short flight from here.
If we don't meet again, die well.
You must lead this hunt. A small force will ensure you that Veritas meets his end. You must try to make it into Veritas' hold undetected. The less time you spend in Legion territory, the better.
Don't follow. I will prepare a Fellbat at Crassus's Landing to take you to Suramar. Veritas' time has come.
Interestingly enough, by all accounts, yes. Although, again, soul eating is a dangerous thing to do. It's why demon hunters in lore and in gameplay only eat shards of people's souls, instead of their whole souls. Warlocks don't have quite the same compunction.
Dark Sorrow and Ravencrest will join you on the hunt. You should be able to slip into the hold undetected. Keep your guard up out there. Veritas' skills are the stuff of legend.
Unless you mean the power ripping, that's different.
Damn! You'll need to destroy the wards sustaining that barrier before you can engage Veritas. They've spotted you. Hurry! To hell with landing. Dive into the hold yourself. Show them your power.
It's not... okay.
To arms! Lord Fellsoul must not be disturbed.
The fools think they can stand against you. Show them the price of their arrogance.
That's... like, is that the tone we want to be taking? These foolish demons think they can beat someone, where I have the power of demons on my side.
Do you dare face my lord's wrath alone?
I mean, that's Devil May Cry all over again. None can defeat me, I have demonic power. Oh, you're fighting a demon. I have demonic power. Demonic power. Sorry.
Moag! To the front! This has gone on long enough! Bathe them in hellfire! Halt their advance!
You gonna do anything? Or you're just gonna stand there, buddy. Okay.
It's been years. You should know better than to stand against me!
Hi, Veritas. My other character killed you.
My master has granted me many gifts. Witness the power of the Deceiver! Pity your allies had to die. Don't worry. I'll put their souls to good use.
Well, shoot. I've been dodging enemies this whole time. Now I have an objective to kill more enemies. Sadness. This is the price of my arrogance. Was sanity the price to pay? So go back and start killing some of these people.
Hey, I left you alone. Far enough, mortal. This ends here. Die, Master! I have failed.
Yeah, things to kill. At this level, not really. We've got the basics of our build, but none of the talents that really make the synergies work. Demonhunter is all about synergizing. You don't really change your button kit, but you change how you hit them and what they do. Like, an inordinate quantity of these talents are all about changing the abilities rather than giving you new ones. In fact, just at a glance, we've got Essence Break down there, Bell Barrage over there, Glaive Tempest, and that's it for new abilities. 3. All the rest of this is all about doing whatever you want with the existing things. You also notice Demonhunter's spec talent over there. Excuse me. No, Metamorphosis is right. I already pulled it on the other character. Maybe? Oh, there it is. Yep, okay, I'm sorry. It's right over here. There we go. Anyways, as I was saying, one of the nice things about, or the interesting things, I guess, maybe not nice, about the Demonhunter talent right tree for Havoc is that it is extraordinarily interconnected. On a lot of talent trees, you kind of have to build a path. In Havoc, you can just take whatever the hell you want, because most talents will lead to other talents at some point or another down the line. Let's go with that. I know the passive is technically better, but I don't like not having that button there. Let's see. Maybe awesome is overselling it a little bit, but I still liked it for what it was. It's always nice to see the Troll Wars actually acknowledged. It's a pretty big event in the history of the world.
I was Illidari once, left for dead at the Black Temple. Now, you will witness the might of my new master!
Bob! What? Your master's name is Bob? Yeah, he's kind of self-conscious about it. Could you not make fun of him for it?
The infinite power of the Twin Blades!
Okay. I can imagine...
So, Illidari, you seek my head that you might take the Twin Blades as your own? Allow me to introduce you to their power. Personally.
Yeah, all I have to do to claim this artifact is to beat the person wielding it. Against me. I sense a flaw in my plan here.
Join me! Unleash your true power! Behold, I am a god!
Oh, if you insist.
Through with this charade.
Do not fail me, Veritas. Unleash the Twin Blades and destroy the Interloper! Return to Argus. We will deal with this one another day.
I have no need for mortal armaments.
That's not what those are.
This is not over, Illidari.
Like, Kil'jaeden personally made those things. That's like the opposite of a mortal armament. Yeah, also, enough!
The Legion won't soon forget this day. We've rid the skies of the worst of them.
We should have a clear shot to Dalaran from here.
I mean, it is actually a plant, Dakota. I'll just give that away. Like, come on. The only negative here is that we don't suspect at all. It's like, guys, really? It is so obviously a trap. Okay, so now we've finished all the artifact quests.
I've sacrificed everything.
You know, real talk, I'm not all that impressed with the Demonhunter artifacts. Not just the artifacts themselves, which are both invented for Legion, so they both have that weakness going for them. But the quests themselves are really vanilla. Like, especially compared to some of the really cool stuff we've seen. So, meh. That's pretty dull. Yeah, we did Death Knight yesterday. Whatever, let's push forward to the 2-hour mark.
My life is dedicated to destroying the Burning Legion. Hey, Gardoon, those new warriors ready yet?
Must not give up. Peace for you.
I mean, that could be it, Dakota. It's also worth noting, if we're being honest, the Demonhunters still get a lot of quest positives because the Demonhunter starting zone was really, really, really good.
It went quickly this time, but in the future, it will take longer to recruit more Ashtar.
So.
Azeroth must not fall. Could that really be Lorimus Thalipides? And if it is, do we save him or kill him?
I'm going to keep calling him Thalipides. That's okay with everyone.
You do not fight alone.
We are all that stands between the Legion and annihilation.
Okay. So, now I'm going to cut off early short. When we come back, we'll go ahead and start up the order hall, starting with Warrior.